Right, welcome to the grand final of the Northwest Christian Football League for 1990, and today it's an important game for both the Smithton Seagulls and the Brooklyn Tigers, as neither of these sides have won a premiership in the past 3 years. Both Harbour Blues have been the victor. So Gary, how do you feel the game's going to progress?
Personally, I think if the legs hold together, they'll win. There's a few old legs in the Tigers, and the ground is a bit sticky. The wind blowing from the southern end towards the Cape, and I believe that the Cape goal end will be the attacking goal. And whoever wins the toss, I think will definitely have the real jump. But I look through the Brooklyn side and look at Bevan French. Now Bevan is the trump card. Even though he never won the medal as the best and fairest for the association, Bevan French is his hands and shoulders above anyone else as a player. Bevan could still play in the Coastal League and still be a top player even today. The other player that I think that Brooklyn have got is an ex-top NWFU player in Paul Walker.
Right.
Now Paul, even though he was a great backman back in the Union days, has been playing in the forward line, and I think he's kicked goals for the first time in his career. And I think he's got beautiful judgment, a beautiful kick, and I think there'll be players like him will be really very much. Richard Evans. Now Richard, on his day, providing he decides to play a team game, Richard can win the game off his own boot.
Right.
So when you look at the teams like that, you look at the other side though. You look at Leighton Polk, Andrew Quillam, Tim Quillam. Now Tim, the
medal winner for the best and fairest.
Best and fairest. Tim, I think, has a tremendous opportunity to really show his bits and pieces today. Craig Pinner, Jamie Butcher, Gene Brooks, Paul Gale, Andrew Richardson. They've got so many. Gary Reeve, they're the big Gary at fullback. If they kick around him, they're going to do well, aren't they?
No, I say. So what, mate? Are you going to go for the what's your selection going to be? Are you going to go for the Brooklyn Tigers?
I'm going for the Brooklyn Tigers to win. I think if they get the break, they'll win comfortably.
Right.
But if they don't, and they don't win the toss, Circular Head get the first break and get a few on the board, it'll be nip and tuck all day. But I still think the Tigers will come home as a winner.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to disagree and go for the Smithton Seagulls and wish you all the best to the Seagulls. I myself agree with you that both the Quillam boys, both Tim and Andrew, they play so well together. I was fortunate enough to go and watch the pre-final last week, and I noticed that they look for each other, and they're definitely very, very dangerous around the goals. And they actually rely on these guys to get goals, even though they're not playing forward positions. They've got a habit of sneaking down to the forward pocket and taking that big mark. And I'll be interested today to see if they're able to do that. I'd say, just looking at the sides, that they've actually tried to overcome this by playing. Bevan's playing on Tim, which is Bevan French is playing on Tim Quillam. So this is a tactic that we've got really the best and fairest against the runner-up, Gary, and I think this is going to be one of the big clashes of the day, and I'm really looking forward to that. So whether Bevan can hold Tim will be very interesting, because he's very elusive all around the ground, and like I say, he sets up his brother also. So that's going to be an important clash, and if Tim can play to the ability that he's got, like I say, if he's able to overcome Bevan's close tactics, I really feel that this is going to be one of the important aspects of, say, the Smithton Seagulls winning. However, like I say, there's going to be some other interesting duels also, and his brother, that is going to be a very important duel as well. So really, we've got Andrew playing on a wing, and they've what's the Tigers have done? They've put Brian Cameron onto Andrew, and I reckon he'll play a tagging role. So that's going to be very, very important, that job that Brian's got. Now, like I say, last week I noticed both Andrew coming in from the wing, you'll find that he goes down into the forward pocket and is able to take a screamer down there and kick goals. So that's going to be very, very important how the two Quillam boys go. So I'm going for the Seagulls, and like I say, it's going to be a really good game, but I'm looking forward, like I say, to some of these important clashes. But the wind, as you say, is actually starting to strengthen, Gary, just looking at the flags on the pole over there in the Bowls Club.
Particularly the Bowls Club end, you can really see that where it is blowing quite strongly. And I think as the day goes on, particularly around 3 o'clock, when we're getting into the last quarter, it'll get fresher, as it always gets fresh here at Wynyard.
Yes.
If the Tigers are anywhere near within shooting distance and they're going to that end, I still think I'll be the winner for the day.
Right, well, we'll see.
Just picked it up. Seagulls have won and Ambrose has picked to go to the Cape End.
That's a good sign for me, Gary.
Yes, it looks like you've got the first nail in the coffin.
Yes, sounds great. That breeze is definitely fresh in Gary, and it's going to be very important this first quarter.
The Seagulls look a taller side, actually. Looking through the glasses on them,
Well, they do.
they look a quite a bit taller side.
If they can hold the overhead marks, it's going to be very difficult for the. But then, like I say, if they can't hold their marks, the littler players for the Tigers, if they can crumb the ball, that could be important, mate.
Now, they just come in for prayer time before the start of the game. And it's great. This is one of the beautiful parts of the game, at prayer time.
It's an important part, isn't it, mate? It's.
I think Ray, being the president, is leading the prayer time today.
Oh,
They're away. So Ray Parry out there in the blue with the glasses on is the president of the association this year. Brand new pumpkins to play with too, mate.
Ah, yeah.
Brand new
The ball looks great, doesn't it?
Ah, it looks great.
Both sides are taking up their positions, and let's just have a look as they go into the positions if there's any changes that we can notice. Just looking for picking up. If I can pick up Tim Quillam, his Bevan should be on him in Ruck Rovering, and also his brother Andrew on the wing. Which side's he going to this? He's actually going to be on the other side, Brian.
The official photographer is out giving a look, Big Mal, and the umpires look great today.
They do. They look fantastic.
They don't want to take notice of the grey hair. There's lots of miles on those legs.
Yeah.
Lots of miles. No, it's a good afternoon. There's nice lot of cars here, nice lot of people watching. If we don't freeze to death in the meantime.
Oh, we're just cold up here in the coach's box.
I think the producer just didn't think much of us today.
Maybe.
I think we'll name him at the end of the game so that we'll keep in suspenders. Well, all ready for the thing. Looks like Bevan is playing on the ball. The rucks are all lined up. David Cobbing is going to take the central bounce.
We're just about ready for a start then, mate.
We're ready for a start.
Ready for a start in the 1990 Northwest Christian Football League, and there goes the siren, and David Cobbing points the ball in the air, and we're away. Over to you, Gary.
Well, David walks in to bounce the ball. Beautiful bounce, straight up, right to the Seagulls. Big one. There's Anthony Ambrose. Big kick right down to the forward line. Dropped chest mark by the goals and rushed through for one behind.
Well, that was a quick score, Gary. That wind's definitely strong to that Cape.
Well, if you're going to play this ground, that's where you need to play, is to play straight down the centre. Long kick straight out of the centre.
I was impressed with the way. Yeah, I was impressed with the way they take that straight down the goals. There's Tim Quillam now with the ball. He's got a quick kick in it, and there's a pack of players there, but there's a free kick by...
Too high.
Yeah. And Rod Marthick goes back for this free kick now. He's about 45 metres out and he's lining up, taking plenty of time over the ball. Coming in now. Big long left foot kick. The wind's got it and it's taken it over the line now to bounce on the full. It's a poor kick that, Gary, really.
Yes, he didn't make use of the wind.
No.
It was blowing straight down his back. And Dale Highland will be taking the kick from there deep in that forward pocket.
On his mark is Nigel Brown.
He's not giving him enough off the end there. I think the boys are not giving him enough. And as they go up in the air there, that's a good mark there by the Tigers.
Yeah, that was Rodney Cornish. Great mark by Rodney Cornish. He goes back, plays on quickly. Now he's running around his player on the mark. Kicks high into the air. Tim Quillan sets himself. Tiger mark almost. The ball's rushed again towards the boundary line.
Yes, as Bevan French is burrowing in. We're going to see a lot of Bevan today doing that.
Yeah, and like I say, I think they're going to be pushing the ball towards the boundary lines, aren't they?
Yes. He'll be spoiling it as much as he possibly can.
Boundary umpire Greg Price now about to bring the ball back into play. It's a lovely throw-in. Ruck set themselves.
Beautiful ruck work.
Yeah, good kick out of the pack.
Glenn Clark just got his foot to that lot.
Pack forms and David Cobbing comes in to take the bounce. David Cobbing just about to bounce the ball now on the left wing. Bounces high and wide. Tap out by the Tigers and they're rushing it towards the boundary, but it gets around, kicks it high back in towards the centre. The pack sets themselves, punched away by the Seagulls comes back to a Tigers. He's pulled off the ball. Play on, says the umpire. The ball comes out to the wing again and rushed over for another boundary throw.
The ball being thrown in again. And this is where we see the beauty of having top boundaries. You watch this throw as he throws it in nice and high, a lot of depth in it. As a fly up again. The Tigers hit the ball in the end, the ball on the ground. Played away, there it is, playing that ball out in front. Forms into a pack. They must get that ball out quickly. Big one, Anthony again, is actually second kick in a few minutes. Kick the ball out towards the centre. The Tigers are in front. They're not.
Philip Redmond, yeah, doing well back there, Gary.
Very hard not to become a spectator and forget what to say, what you're trying to say.
But
it's very easy, you know. And as Davis now will come in and bounce the ball, and we'll find that as he comes in, whacks the ball down, beautiful bounce, nice and high. Let the two ruckmen go in. And Dean Walker was the high flyer for the Tigers. Then away we go again. The diving in and coming out without the ball. Kick the ball off the ground. The Tigers are coming towards the boundary again. And the funny thing is, at this time, they tend to be playing this side flank, which was a little bit different from what we thought.
Well, this is the side to bring in now. See, notice Michael Parker there, also Rodney Cornish. They're trying to bring that ball in from this side, which is good, Gary.
Yeah.
The Saints bring the ball out again, though. It's rushed out towards the boundary line. Played on, but the Tigers block it. Picked up again by Brian Cameron. He drives the ball into centre half forward. Ball bounces high. Here's a chance for the Tigers, Gary.
Whoa, nice scream over the top.
Beautiful
double grab. There's the man we said we could tear it to pieces. There is Richard Evans.
Yeah, Richard Evans.
And he's the guy that could really and truly, if he really thinks about it. He lost a grand final here a few years ago, being sent off. But this guy is really a nice player if he really gets his head together.
This will be an important goal against the Breeze too, Gary, if he can get
very
this.
much.
So Richard Evans coming in for the kick at goal. Only about 15 metres out. Oh, he's missed it, Gary, to the right. 1.8.
Oh boy, that was a bad miss. A bad miss. The ball being brought back in now by the
fullback and Craig Pinner.
Yep, the fullback.
Goes straight down the ground.
Big kick, look at that, right to the centre of the ground. Big kick. In the back again, and it'll go straight back to the Seagulls play.
Yes. No, it must be his brother, I'd say. No.
Stephen Stone by the number, but I didn't think he was playing.
No,
50 metres down the ground. 50 metres down the ground.
50 metres, is there?
Yep.
This will bring him into goal kicking distance then. So this is Duncan Spinks lining up from about just inside the 50-metre line.
Little cousin should remember relative, shouldn't we?
Well, this is another, like I say, all these shots at goal are very important while the use of this Breeze. It's a beautiful
Look
kick,
at that
Gary.
for a kick.
The wind's got it at the end, though.
Yeah, it's a point.
1 point only.
As usual, Circular Header getting excited. They've got the cheer squad down the bottom in goal.
Yeah, I just noticed that, Gary, the Seagulls haven't made full use of this Breeze early on, and it's going to be to their disadvantage.
Costly.
Yes,
very costly.
They've got to get the score on the board, don't they? Maybe it's just nerves and they're taking a while to get settled down.
Big kick. There's Bevan again. Don't have to look at his Guernsey, just look at that ginger head.
I say.
He's a real ginger Megs.
It's a nice looking kick up to the wing. And they set
in front.
Ball comes down to the ground, rushed out again by the Seagulls, and it's over the line now to bounce.
Andrew's got a haircut since the last time I've seen him.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a short back inside. The ruckmen set themselves. A little bit of jostling there. Beautiful throwing.
Young Puka knocked it away. Yes, good ruck by Young Puka. It's nearly straight up and down. That didn't get much more than 10 minutes. Puka threw himself into it again. Kicked the ball again. There's Paul Walker.
Handball's out, beautiful. Here's a chance.
Walker again, number 20. And we're looking at Dale.
And they've got a goal. What a beautiful goal. It was kicked off the ground and it's gone straight through the middle. First goal on the board in the 1990 grand final, and it goes to the Brooklyn Tigers.
That's worth 4 goals.
It's got to be worth 4.
Got to be worth 4 goals.
Yeah, it was a beautiful goal. It's like you say, so important into this strong Breeze. So really the Seagulls have got to lift their workload now and try and get some goals on the board.
The thing is that you see by most of the sides at this stage, Vic, is that they're going into packs and no one's protecting. They're all diving.
Somebody's infringed there, Gary, so there's
Yeah,
going to be a
cross
free
the
kick
line.
that's going to the Smithton
Okay.
Seagulls. Duncan Spinks goes back again now, runs round.
Ooh, Duncan, make use of that ball. Young Puker's going in for the ball. He buries down well for the big fella.
Yeah, I say.
Glenn Clark gets the ball away down into the forward line. Smithton boys are playing in front. Grabney never had the ball. Good decision.
Yeah.
That's Anthony Kendall. Wonder if he's any relation to the fella flies the planes.
Yeah, Kendall Airlines, you reckon?
Could have a good sponsor for next year.
We could have, yes. So Anthony Kendall lining up here now, only about 30 metres out, directly in front. Comes in, not a very good-looking kick, and it's a poor kick, actually. That's another point.
Bad miss. Well, that's three minors they've had on the board, and they should have been three majors, and
Oh,
that's
definitely.
very expensive.
Definitely,
I can
Gary.
see you going home tonight in tears already, Vic.
It's only early days yet, mate, but the Brooklyn Tigers full
Well,
back.
we're going about 16 minutes into the quarter, and they're bad misses.
Yeah, Con Donnelly now about to bring the ball back into play. Comes in. Nice looking kick, Gary.
Yes, it's got a lot of distance in it.
Pack flies, ball comes out. Tigers pick it up on the wing. Beautiful play. Handball up further afield.
That's it, playing the ball in front of them.
You're playing well, Gary.
Yes, that's good shot. Ooh,
That's a free kick. So
Ooh,
young
ooh.
Rodney
picked it
Cornish,
too.
young Rodney Cornish, about to take this kick right on the wing. Short pass, sees the pass, not a very good one. Ineffective, actually. Good play by the Seagulls. They bring the ball back.
He was trying to pick those
Tim
senior
Cullen picks
player.
it up, kicks it out towards the forward flank.
Out
and it's
for
out of
full.
bounds in the full. They're definitely not playing well at this stage, the Seagulls, Gary. They're not.
No, they're not looking the right way. They should be looking straight for home instead of up in the air.
I think nerves may have got them, mate.
It's out again about the throwing again. As the ball is about to be thrown in, young Puker is going for the Tigers. He rucks well, this young boy.
Right,
You
yeah,
watch his big blonde head and he shepherds well.
yeah, he's using his weight well, isn't he?
Yes, watch him this time.
Beautiful
Hits it right
take.
over. Yep,
Tim Quillam again keeps the ball in play, runs in towards the centre.
that's it. Good kick straight towards it. The young Klinghoffer is there, hand up. Wherever they come, straight through comes the Tigers. Kick out of the centre. Oh, down the ground. Silly play.
Yeah,
Silly play.
so that was Michael Parker with that kick. Fires it in towards that centre half forward. Punched away by the Seagulls. Picked up again by the Tigers. Then it's going out towards the flank. There's a 3 or 4 and Bevan French takes a lovely mark right on the half forward flank. This is
Now,
him,
watch this kick. You'll put this right into the square.
very experienced player. Looks for a
This-
pass, comes in, looks
Looks
for
at it.
full
There he
forward.
goes. Oh, too high.
Just a fraction too high. They get the ball out, the Seagulls fire it back over the head of Bevan French. He comes back.
He's
Shepard's
Shepherd again.
Playing, yeah, good play. The Tigers have got the players here.
There he is. Camaro's hooked it straight in.
Beautiful
Young Puker.
pass. I don't
Very
know whether it was
majestic
meant
young
for him,
Puker.
Gary.
Well, we'll say it's a good pass.
Yeah.
It was a good pass. By accident. Oh, too close in. Young Quill went down with a hit.
Anthony
Ambrose,
Ambrose.
he's playing well.
He's had a lot of kicks early on, Gary.
Yes, he's playing
That
well.
was good play by the Seagulls. They moved the ball forward.
And Walker kicked the ball away then. See, the beauty. See, they're looking for Bevan out there on the flank.
He's very, very creative, isn't he, Gary?
Yeah.
Very creative.
Look at
Beautiful
it.
looking pass.
Oh, just in.
Just in, kept
He's
in
looking for
play.
Kingo. Yes, Kingo just... See these guys that been playing in the union. You find that they've been around for so long that they really know what to do, and they're looking for them when they get out on the flank.
Yeah, definitely, Gary. That's,
But the thing is, you must always head straight for home, and particularly on this ground. Richard Evans is taking the ruck. He's just tapped it over the back of his head. And Cornish going in. He's playing well early.
the pack forms over on that forward flank. Kick forward by the Seagulls, and there's a lovely mark in the centre of the ground.
That's it. Run pass, took it on the run.
Yeah.
Number 15, good one. Straight down the ground.
Bit of busting up at forward. Just punched away by the Tigers. Picked up again. Oh,
Whoa.
no, and he's back. No, ball to play on the bump. He missed that one.
It's always different where we are.
The Tigers just look a bit
In
faster.
In the back. Nice hook straight out towards the wing. Young Puke again. Oh, took it too easy. Too easy.
There's Ambrose again with a lovely looking kick.
Gary Reeve.
Hook one at goal, just bounce out of bounds.
I keep calling him House, but it's Gary Reeve.
Yeah, Gary Reeve,
He's built
yeah.
like a house.
He is. Rod Marthick's doing a good job for the Seagulls around that.
Yes,
centre.
He's playing better, a kick behind the game.
Oh, right. Ball's in the forward pocket for the Seagulls. Punched out over the back. Here he is again.
Caught.
Yes. Play on, says the umpire. The pack forms
Whoa!
tight in there, Gary.
Tight. There's a couple of free kicks in there if you want to pick one.
I think he's found one. The umpy's found one. So somebody going to...
Yeah.
Dean
Clark.
Dean Clark, is it?
Glenn Clark. He's got the kick.
Yeah, Glenn Clark.
But there was 3 or 4 free kicks both ways. It was a line ball.
Comes in. No, poor kick.
Not again.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They're missing to this left-hand side. Whether they're allowing for too much of that breeze, Gary. What's the flag doing, mate?
No, it's the flag's really dropped. It's only us up here is freezing.
maybe that wind advantage is not as much as we thought initially.
No, the flag and the Bowls Club have dropped quite appreciably.
It has actually. So really, that may be not as big an advantage as we thought.
Good kick out again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Quillen went up well before acceptances. As young Cornish coming around the ball again. Kicked the ball out on the side there. Good reach. And Lindengale got it the ball away well. Ambrose again got it around onto his left foot. Hooks it across the centre. But drifted out by the wind again. Smithton move in, that's good one, got the ball onto the foot. That's
this is looking dangerous. Here comes Tim Quillen now, runs in towards goal. Will he get the first one for the Seagulls? And he has!
Yes, it's a good goal.
Great goal by Tim Quillen.
And it just picks up just what you said. He's very elusive. He's like the Scarlet Pimpernel. You seek him here, you seek him there, and then up he comes. That was a good goal.
It was a good goal, Gary. And the game revolves around the Quillen boys, both him and Andrew. They've got to get into the play and keep the ball moving. That was a great goal.
Yeah, very creative.
Beautiful goal. So umpire Blair Davis, ball back in the centre. With his back to us, comes in to bounce the ball.
Yes, nice circumference. Give it a leg break. Young Puker then hooked the ball in towards the forward line. Anthony Ambrose then marks in front of the Seagulls.
He's played well, Gary, hasn't he?
He's played his best man on the ground so far.
Yeah, he's been a tower of strength. He goes for a torpedo. Beautiful long kick. Here's Tim Quillen again, but the ball's knocked down to the ground.
By Bevan. Bevan French knocked the ball in front. They're really playing on one another, those two.
Did you see that played for that? Very, 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 very clever. Did you see him play for that? I think he actually stuck the umpire in there in Blair Davis. He actually sucked him.
Well, it's old age that does that.
Comes in now, drop punt, looking up forward. Nobody there, Gary.
Kick, isn't he?
Oh, somebody!
Look at that.
Seagulls have come from nowhere, and that's Shane Richardson. What a lovely mark. Shane Richardson.
Yes, he was. There was two of them there to stop him, but
and
they
got between them.
Got between the two.
A little bit of extra pace there. Do you notice that, Gary?
Just a little bit of a split. He's a good player, this boy, though. Young Shane.
Is he?
He's a good player.
He's only about, what, 10 yards out? 10 metres? Oh, don't like it. Bad miss.
Oof.
Bad miss from that distance.
Oh, you put the hoodoo on this team, I think, mate.
Yeah, we're about 15 minutes into the quarter, so they've still got to get a couple more goals. The score at the moment is only... just trying to read it for me, Gary. Can you see the score, mate? They're behind.
15 points to 117, so it's up to 11 points to win. Yeah,
picked up by
1-1.
Rod Marthick. Then he got the ball back out. Here's another chance for the Seagulls. Oh, he slipped over the vital minute. Got a beautiful handball out though. Back over. That's good play, Gary.
Yes, good. Well, there's Will. That's a good goal.
Marcus Poposki. What a lovely looking goal on the left foot.
Left one hooked it across his body. Round about the 35 metres out, and he was clapping and jumping before they even landed onto the ground. He knew where it was going. But that's not bad for a guy that's playing on the wing.
No. Just trying to pick up the score. I'm really not being able to get...
They've got it back to front up there. It's 2 goals, 5.
Yeah, 2 goals, 5.
Yeah, it's the way they're doing it.
They've only kicked 2 goals, I think, haven't they?
Yeah, 2 goals, 5, 17 points to 117. The ruck work is good with these two guys. They're really playing well. Oh, in the back. Want to watch it, Bevan. As Tim's done it again. He's starting to really lift his work rate this quarter.
Oh, that was a bad...
Towards the end of this quarter. They've needed the goals quickly.
Tigers rushing the ball forward again. But in the way again is for the Seagulls, Glenn Clark. Getting a bit scrambling there. Bevan French comes out with the ball.
He always does something constructive with it. There's the build up. Yes,
Lyndon Gale's taking a nice mark. I wonder if he's in relation to the other Gales.
I don't think so. Whoa,
nearly a one-hander.
Slipped as he fell, as he grabbed the ball.
Tigers come out with the ball. Good play by the Tigers. Oh, lovely looking pass. Oh, what a great try.
There he is,
Anthony
Andrews.
Yeah, geez, played well.
Walks straight into Bevan. There's Paul Walker coming in, grabbed him.
Oh, a bit of a throw on the blind eye of the Yumpie.
He did swing.
Here's Tim Cullen out in the wing. Plays her on. Oh, looks for somebody down forward.
Too far.
Oh, do you think so?
Too far.
I thought he was a bit tough on him that time, Gary.
Well, if you were selling real estate to me, mate, I'd go along and buy some off you.
Do you reckon?
I'd buy some off you. Yes, not a problem.
I'm just trying to pick up who number 44 is, Gary. I can't.
For who?
For the Tigers. It's number 4, is it?
4.
Must be Brian Cameron then.
No, it's not Brian.
No, Brian's just
Brian's
marked
got the ball now. Oh! Didn't go over
Can
the
you just
mark
pick up that guy who just kicked the ball? Is it Philip Redmond, is it?
That's Philip. It's just down the road there. That's
yeah,
Philip.
It was Philip Redmond then that just kicked the ball prior to that. So the ball's about to be thrown in on this wing. Pack set themselves.
Bit hard to have a view of this with our producer in front of us.
It is.
I think he should have had a
Tim
small
Cullum's up.
breakfast.
Oh, he's raved the pack really well.
Yes, he brother out front. Andrew in front, picked the ball up, hooked it towards the centre half forward. They fly high.
Oh,
Tigers
almost a
in
good
front.
mark.
Playing out in front. Yeah, too high. Hit him too high in the head. Far too high. Klinger picks the ball. Anthony, is it?
Yeah, plays on.
Nice kick. Right towards the forward line now as they move in now. There's the tank of the Tigers now. Did the big blind turn. Pee Wee hooked it towards the centre half forward area. But here comes this man again. Look at the kick. Placing it nicely.
Oh, beautiful pass.
My word, he's playing well.
That was a tremendous pass. Shane Richardson there got the ball centre half forward, drives it in. A lovely looking kick. Here's a chance for the Seagulls. Oh, he didn't go up. The ball's gone through for a point.
He lost all interest at that time, didn't he?
He did.
Lost all interest.
Big chance there going to be again. So the scoreboard moves up to 2 goals, 6-18 to 1 goals, 1-7 in favour of the Smithton Seagulls.
They finally got the scoreboard right. They finally got it right.
They have to.
Yes. Those two rucks are playing well.
Here's Bevan French about to get the ball. It just goes out of bounds on the forward flank for the Seagulls. So Anthony Kendall's about to take this ruck. No, he's not. Is he going to come in and take this ruck? This throw-in? Yeah, Anthony Kendall from the side. Goes up.
Yes, young Puka got the ball away. Young Cullum got grabbed.
Over to Lyndon Gale. Kicked forward. Tigers holding strong back there. Oh, he went without the ball.
Hooked the ball out here to the wing, and Smithton's got the chest mark. Oh, one under the ears.
That's Anthony Ambrose again for about his 6th mark for this quarter, Gary.
Yeah.
Best man on the ground by far. Beautiful looking kick. Dale Holland's taking a strong mark there on his chest.
They'll play that back on television tonight. Dale will smile.
Yeah, Dale smile. Read that well. Good looking kick
Good
too,
kick
Gary.
too. Good kick.
But you know what he's done, don't you? Almost marked Anthony Ambrose.
He's covered to him over his shoulder.
Is the umpire going to let that go on?
No, he's going to bring it back, and Anthony's got it again. But Gary Kingston too short for Anthony there on that forward line. So Anthony will get the ball again.
Free kick back on the wing. Dear, he's played well, Gary.
Yeah, I think he'd have around about 6 possessions so far this quarter. And that's a lot for a guy playing out here in the half-back flank.
Yeah, well done. Time off.
Big kick.
Beautiful kick.
Well, they're playing 25-minute quarters.
I think so, mate, yeah.
They're going to make them earn a dinner today, aren't they?
My word.
They're playing a quarter longer than they normally do. So it's just coming up to the 22-minute mark of this quarter, and the throw in by Pricey, the boundary umpire, throws it in. Lovely throw again. The rucks fly.
Well, one of the Seagulls had a kick at goal. Comes out. Beautiful looking play. There's a lovely looking shot at goal. I think it's got the distance. And it has, and that was Rod Marthy.
Yeah, Rod got that one.
Wasn't that a lovely goal on his left foot?
Yes, there have been a couple of nice left foot kicks today.
So that moves the score now back on to 3 goals, 6-24 to 1 goal, 1-7. And it's probably a 3 to 4 goal breeze. So maybe if they get one more quick goal, it'll make it very interesting, Gary.
Yes, they'll need that. If they'd have got all those other scores on the board, say they'd been around about 9 on the board instead of 3-6, it'd have been all over.
Father Shout, you reckon?
Oh, yeah, all over Charlie's yarn. Bounce up the go. Oh, yes, 2 rucks are rucking very well. Yes, the Leighton Poke has kicked the ball right down towards the centre. The Smithton boy dropped that.
Coming through some strong tactics is that Tiger fella there.
Oh, in the back. Ooh. Trying to umpire the game. Bounce the ball again by Blair Davis. Rucks go in again. Dean Walker's just knocked that ball well away then. There's no forwards there for the Tigers. Held and didn't have the ball. Very fortunate.
Rodney Cornish again, bring the ball forward.
Been pushed out.
So Paul Walker going to take this kick? No,
Yes.
going back to Anthony Ambrose. For about kick number 12, I'd say, Gary.
He's
Really
played a great game. Best on the ground by a mile. That lovely kick. Look at that. Straight down towards centre half forward.
Here's a chance for the
In
Seagulls.
front, so they keep going straight through and take the ball, but they didn't. They got a bit excited about the players. Nice kick straight out here on this defensive flank. Andrew Quillam dropped the ball. He's still got a bit slow. Just a bit slow. Hooked the ball again by Philip Redmond. Paul Walker in front. Yes, marked it well, judged it well. Judged it well. This time, moved out strongly. The Tigers fly again in front. Raved off the pack by young Quillam again. He's held.
Play on, says the umpy. Redmond French got one too high. Plays on.
Hooked it back.
Oh, lovely.
Kingston's got it all to himself if he plays for it. He's played the ball out well.
Don Zilstra.
Yeah, there it goes, out over the bank.
He couldn't keep it in. That was good play by Bevan French.
Yes,
Took a
he's
strong,
very creative, isn't he?
Yeah, strong tackle on him.
There is Pricey throwing the ball again.
I think the Tigers have made a change there, Gary. I think Paul Walker might be on Ambrose.
Yeah, he's moved out onto the flank. There it comes out again. Hooked the ball out again. There he comes again.
Rod Marthy.
Oh, he missed the drop of the ball.
He jumps on it now.
This is turning into a good game.
My word is, that was good play by
As
Marthy.
they would say on Channel 7, this is a Dow struggle.
A Dow struggle. Rod Marthy about to take this bounce.
Good one.
Oh, even match.
Come out with the ball. Oh, that's a good hand pass out off your knees like
Marcus
that.
Poposki out to one of his teammates. He
Good
goes
one.
forward.
There's a good one. Rush through.
Rush through for a point.
Well, that rushes through for a point to bring the score up to 3-7-25 to 1-1-7. So that's a good quarter for the Seagulls after a rough start.
Yeah, just about on quarter time, Gary. 25 minutes into this quarter.
Esteban just only playing in time on now at this stage. Well, there's the end of the quarter, and it has been a good quarter as the players come in now to have their little set to and talk to one another and just see the mistakes they've made. But I think there'll be coaches will have a little bit to say as they come in this time.
Just looking back over that quarter, Gary, what were some of the highlights that you noticed?
Well, one of the things that the guy that you really picked as the will of the wisp has been young Quillam. When he's come in, he's set up that first goal. I thought that was a magic goal, the way he come in. The other one, the other young guy who kicked the goal there, just kicked across his body with the left foot. Richardson, wasn't it? He was come down from the flank on the scoreboard side, and he just hooked the ball straight across his body and straight through the centre. I thought that was a tremendous goal. But the fellow that I think it's kept them really into it and stopped the Tigers from getting on top across the half-back line has been Anthony Ambrose.
Oh, definitely, Gary, without a doubt.
And so much so that Gary Kingston had to be taken off him, and Paul Walker, who was perhaps their trump card, had to be pulled away. But you're going to. I think at this stage, it's really great the way it is at this stage.
Well, I think it's set up for an even first half. I mean, if the Tigers play now, use the ball the way they did in that first quarter, I think I have to agree with you. They may be able to catch this lead up and actually be in front at half time, Gary.
Well, we're getting ready to start the second quarter, and our producer has given us some lights to give us a bit of warmth. The ball is about to be bought and bounced by Blair Davis. Lovely bounce. Young Puka goes, charged straight in, and it should have been a free kick to him. It is, he's got it. Glenn Clark just ran straight into him.
Gary Kingston's going to take this kick, Gary.
Big kick.
Beautiful
Straight down.
kick.
This is what they need. Straight down the ground. Straight down the ground. Big kick out to the side. The Tigers playing in front. Flip the ball over, and the ball's about to be thrown in by Ferg. That's his first throw in, isn't it?
I think it is. Nice looking throw in.
Nice throw.
Ruck set themselves. Good tap down.
Played off in the head. There's Ambrose again diving in for the ball. But the Tigers come out. There's Richard Evans now. Hooked the ball. Come off his boot and knocked out and out of bounds for a throw in. It's come above. It's going to be a kick out on the full. That's a technical one. Very, very close. Hook the ball straight back. The players fly high.
Gary Kingston again.
Yep. Young Poposky was through high in front. There he's come out again. There is that elusive man again, Kinquillam. Byung Pukup knocked the ball away again from behind.
David Klingler has a kick at the ball.
Klingler
Lovely looking kick.
Well, his wife will be pleased about that one.
But it's gone down, been marked in the halfback by the Seagulls. Looking out the wing here for Marcus Poposky. Goes up and takes a lovely mark. Plays on. Oh, that was a bad play.
They didn't talk to him. The three were
Here's
around him.
Don Zilstra.
Knocked the ball out.
Oh, he's caught.
Caught. The ball went right away. Paul Walker got caught there. There's a big kick straight in with the left footer.
Gary Kingston fires it out and it's out of bounds on the full.
Out of bounds on the full. Well, they're doing exactly the same as what the Seagulls did early in the first quarter. They're playing the wrong side of the ground. And 2 out of bounds on the full so far in this quarter. The ball now being brought back by Smithton, straight up in the air. High fly there by this Tiger boy. Didn't hold it. Bevan comes through again. Hooked the ball out wide.
David Klingler got
Klinger's got a hand
out
pass again out to Paul Walker. Paul Walker back to Frenchie. Frenchie's ducked and dived. He's hammered. Grabbed the ball out wide. Dean Walker missed it. Puka went through the ball. Moved it forward again. Bit of weight going in there. Nice good football. Ball up a bit high. Too high. Right out in front out to the again.
Here's a chance.
Hooked the ball back. Big kick. Oh yes, young Scotty kicked it. 7BU would be pleased with that one. Yeah. That was a big kick. I tell you what, he really stands out with the bands on his knees. Must be behind the broadcast desks. Get a bit skull like we're getting. And the ball comes in.
Jamie Butcher not paid. The ball's bundled up on the forward line for the Tigers.
So the ball bounced again by David Cobbing. Puka hits the ball away again. He's really getting on top of the ruck in this quarter. Knocked the ball out again. Nice punch out again. Puka goes again. Knocks the ball out. Knocks the ball ahead. Oh, hooked the ball out by Smithton.
Oh, here's a chance. David Klingler gets under the ball. He's going to go back and have a shot at goal.
I think maybe his wife coming up in the broadcast box has really brought a bit of good omen.
David, as you line this ball up, your wife's here in anticipation, waiting for you to kick this goal. He's right on the 50-metre line, comes in. Good looking kick.
Oh, that's a good kick.
I think it's going to get the distance. It's right through the middle. Great goal to David Klingler for the Tigers. And his wife's jumping up and down here in the box with us, Gary.
Yeah, well, you nearly say epileptic fit, but she's not, though. She's enjoying it.
How are you, Cindy? Nice to have you with you. Nice to have you with us.
It's a goal, Cindy. It's a goal.
It's a goal, David.
When it goes through those big ones, it's a goal. Now, wives are one of the hardest things to deal with in football, and we're dealing with one up here now. Now, as Blair Davis goes in to bounce the ball, he's watching now as Bob Ferguson gets back to his spot on the boundary.
Score, there's 3-7 to the Smithton Seagulls, 2-1 to the Tigers. There's Glenn Clark with some rough tactics, comes out and gets the ball forward, but there's the Tigers in the way.
Playing in front.
Yep. Good play this time.
This is what they're doing now. The big kick straight down the ground. There he is.
Oh, great play. Paul Walker runs into an open goal, and there's another one within 1 minute, Gary.
Yes. So the scoreboard takes a real jump at this stage. Just goes up to 3 goals, 1-19 to 3 goals, 7-25.
And that was great team play by the Tigers. See you, Cindy. Cindy's about off. She's got
she can't stand the pressure up here. Can't take the pressure. Thanks for the blanket, Cindy. We needed it.
Yeah, we need them. Thanks. That was a great goal by Paul Walker.
Yes, well, he just read it well. I mean, this is where you get the senior football experience. He just read the pack and just come off the back with a lot of speed, dropped it right onto his boot and straight through. One of the things I liked about him, he didn't try to kick it out of the country.
No, that was good play.
And there it comes the bounce of the ball now. David Cobby coming in to bounce the ball. Bounce it, lovely bounce. Young Puka goes in, hits the ball down. Bevan got it sharked away from him.
Glenn Clark kicks it forward. Oh, there's the Tigers. This Blaine's played well. Comes on his left foot again.
Good one. Oh, he missed it again. Richard knocked it. Here is another go. Here's a go. Here's a go. Straight through.
Gary Kingston read that ball well again.
Yeah,
That was
right
Paul
off the back.
Walker set that off, didn't
Yeah,
he?
Paul again.
Extra good play. He read that play exactly the same as before, Gary.
But Tim Scott is doing very well out there. He's coming off that back line.
Is that him? Is he? What
Yeah,
number's Tim?
Number 2. Coming straight off the back line.
On the half-back flank, is he?
He
Oh,
really
really
comes through very, very well.
Got a lovely left foot, Gary. Kicking the ball more. It's a good play this time of the game. What's the
Well,
score,
I
mate?
think I won't have to cry very much this time. It goes into 4 goals, 1, 19. 24, 25 points, 2 points in it. Bounce the ball up again. Lovely bounce. Jan Puka took the ball again. Playing in front. Glenn Clark trying to get in front. Took the ball.
Hey,
Good
well.
effort. Good effort, Glenn.
Extra good.
That's it,
Oh,
Glenn.
he's doing
Follow
a
the
solo
ball.
effort.
Oh, in his back. Bad luck, Glenn. He's just over-tried too
Rodney
hard.
Cornish goes back to take this free kick on the half-back flank. Comes round onto his right boot. Looks for a pass. Looks for Bevan French and finds him. No. Drop the mark.
Drop the
Tigers,
cheddar.
plenty of seagulls in there. They're falling down across the half-forward line, Gary.
Yes, very much so now. That the pressure, see the pressure now. The Tigers have dropped it, caught with it. He was fortunate that time. Young Andrew Quillam's got it away to young Richardson. Ball plays out again.
Free kick in the centre half.
Somebody in the back.
It's important that they get a goal this time. The quarter, Gary.
They've got to score.
Into
They've
this
got to
breeze.
score into this.
Yeah, this is Jeff Clark. Yeah, he's looking up forward.
Oh, he didn't look through with the way he held that ball then. He just didn't look at.
There's a,
Look at Kendall again. Knocks the ball up high.
oh, what
Nice.
a mark!
Right in front.
Yeah, that's a great mark to young Nigel Brown. Right in front, only 10 yards out. Beautiful mark, Gary.
Yes, he'd really stuck in his fingers, didn't it? Like he had super glue.
He did. This is an important kick now, isn't it?
Yes, if they land this as a goal, this is really going to keep them right in it.
Looks good off the boot, Gary. Straight
Straight
through
through
the high
the
diddle
middle.
diddle.
That's a good goal. A good goal. Well, this is developing into a good game.
My word is, Gary. It's nip and tuck, actually.
I thought the way the Tigers were starting to play then that Smithton was starting to drop their tail. But no, they've come right back into it, and now as the scores moved along now to 4 goals, 7, they've got to get the scoreboard right. 24-31 should be to 4 goal, 125.
Something's happened down. There's somebody... Something's happened down the forward line, Gary. Can you pick that up, mate? In the forward pocket.
Somebody got hit fair underneath the chin by the look of it.
He's in the
Dale,
lane.
it's Dale.
Play's going on anyway. We're going to have to move back down
Dale
to the left
Highland.
forward pocket.
I'll keep watching as you go down, but it looks like Dale Highland has
Been
got a
KO'd.
KO'd. He got a whack under the chin,
I don't know whether...
and he's walked up to the number 18 again to Nigel Brown.
I don't know whether it was somebody off the field or what's happened, Gary, but the plays goes on. Out of the back line come the Seagulls. Straight down the middle. Beautiful looking kick. Set up for here for Tim Cullum. Goes high and takes a lovely mark on the wing. Plays on out on his right foot. Handballs out on the, to Leighton Pope. Leighton Pope goes forward with a beautiful looking kick straight up to the forward line.
Took
The
him down.
Tigers-
Didn't have the ball.
Dale Highland's involved
Yes.
again.
Dale doesn't like that when that sort of thing happens. One of the sad things about Dale, his brain goes out when the pressure comes on like that.
So is Anthony Kendall going to take this free kick? Number 21?
You think so?
Or is it going to be Nigel Brown?
There's a lot of little bit of work going on
There's a bit of
there.
figure going on, Eddie. Yeah, Nigel Brown's
Nigel
going to
Brown.
take this free kick. Well, this is what actually happened back there, Gary. But Nigel Brown comes in from about the 45-metre mark onto his right, but looks out into the forward pocket for Tim Quillen. Will he mark this?
No, knocked
good
away.
play by the Tigers.
Dean Walker knocked that ball away
Good play.
as they come down along the flank again. Knocked the ball right out wide over the umpire.
Here's Tim Quillen, picks up handballs out towards somebody running past for the Seagulls. Looks into goals. Will he get this? Oh,
Hit the post, did it?
hit the post.
Hit the post.
What a bad miss.
I lost it with the post in front of me, and I could just see the way their hands went up.
That was a good try by Leighton Pope.
Bring the ball in. Nice kick.
Condon
Look at
brings
this.
it in. Oh,
Oh.
good mark.
Yes, nice one. This is what they want. Big kicks now. Straight down the ground. Another big one. Here it goes for Paul Walker. Missed it, Paul.
But they're reading the ball well.
There's the danger man. Hooks the ball in towards us again. Lovely mark. Straight out there on the side there.
Who's marked that one, mate?
it's young Michael Parker.
About 20 metres out, coming in now, lining it up. Kicking to
Important
the cape
kick.
in.
This is an important kick.
It is, yeah, very... I think he's... No, missed it to the left.
How's that? Well, they're doing exactly the same, missing
Aren't they?
important kicks, aren't they?
They are exactly the same, Gary.
Yeah, important kicks.
Really, like you say, it's a really tough game. It's quite close. What's the scoreboard, mate? 4-8 to 4-2?
4-8 to 4-2.
So there's a goal in it.
This is going to be a very difficult game. It's going to be a lot closer than I thought it was.
Craig Pinner, is it, to bring the ball back into play? He's going to go out onto the defensive side, which is good play this time.
Nice kick too. Over the 40-metre line. There it comes back in again by Bevan French again. Nice one, hooked it straight back in. But there's no one up forward.
Oh,
Whoa.
somebody dropped Marcus.
Pee Wee decided to drop into the player behind the game.
Here's good play. Tim Cullen brings it out.
Oh, off the boot.
Touch play on.
And here they come down. And here the Tigers come down. Here's a run.
Rodney Cornish takes it over the boundary line.
Couldn't pick it. Whoa, over the fence.
I think there's a bit of heavy tactics being used, mate. Would you agree?
I would say that it's getting to be very unchristian-like, the way they're not much love of the brother at this stage.
Ball's knocked down again by Anthony Kendall as his pack developed. I know there's young Jamie Butcher's on the bottom of that pack, comes up. There's the Tiger man coming up too.
Ball's been bounced again. If Richard Evans goes in to knock the ball out, this is a real chance for the Tigers at this stage. Paul Walker just hasn't been in the play like I thought he would be so far this game.
Can you hear the effects in the microphones of the crowd's getting quite noisy and vocal?
They really telling the umpires where to go. Well, I hope they don't, because if they go home, we won't have a game.
There's a nice kick off the pack.
No, that's a point.
Umpire Kevin Polden doing a good job down there, Gary.
Yes, he's moving across. He hasn't lost any of his dash, has he?
He has not, has he? Well done, Kev. 1 point the result. 4 goals, 3 now. The Tigers. Oh, they're playing danger, bringing it straight down the ground, Gary.
Young Puker's in front and he's got the mark.
That was City play bringing it down the side.
Yes. Best ruckman on the ground, that boy.
What's his name, Gary?
Young Puker. And
Darren Puget.
He's learning himself. He's a nice lad too. Good kick.
My word, it's a good looking kick, Gary, off the boot.
Spun around.
My
That's a
word,
goal.
that's a lovely goal. My word, a lot of noise in the background, Gary. That was a lovely goal,
Nice
Gary.
goal. Nice goal. So it was a very telling mark, and also just goes to show you that you can't just be very indiscriminate how you kick out, kicking up the ground. The players must play in front.
That was from at least 55 metres out, Gary.
Yeah, that was a big kick.
Curled around the goals. The score must be almost equal, are they? Almost level?
Just in front now by the Tigers. Hit the first time the Tigers have hit the front. All the ball's been kicked up again by the Tigers in front. Scotty's moved in front again. The 7BU Whiz kid fall down in front. The Tigers move the ball away again. There's this young Philip Redmond. Knocked the ball down towards the...
Oh, what a good mark.
I've missed that one again. There it is. It's Richard Evans again. No, Richard Evans.
Richard Evans, is it?
He's the trump card. If Richard will very nearly, he'll put that right in the square if he doesn't kick it through. He's a beautiful kick of the ball.
Already kicked one goal, Gary. So he's lining up from about 45 metres out.
Beautiful kick.
Kicks on the 50. Long
Nice
and high,
kick. Look at that.
just off line to the left. Bad miss.
So the scoreboard now ticks along again at 5 goals 4 and to 4 goals 8. So the Tigers are just in even.
Yep. The scoreboard, just looking at the scoreboard like you say.
32 points apiece.
That's better play out to that defensive pocket. There's a nice mark to Tim Quillen. Best and fairest for the Northwest Christian Football League for 1990. Goes onto his right foot.
Down Puke again.
Yeah, takes a lovely mark. 15 minutes into the quarter, Gary. It's important that the Seagulls try and hold him now. That breeze is definitely picked up.
Yes, it's picked up a lot this quarter.
Oh, back fly.
There's the punch in. There's Dean. Dean Walker tried to put the ball straight onto his foot, missed it. There's Bevan French running towards the ball now. He bumped out, bundled out to say ball now is now out of bounds now, and there's the ball is about to be thrown in by the ace boundary umpire.
And Anthony Kendall comes in to take this rucking. Tim Cullen picks it up onto his right boot. Oh, here's another easy
There
mark
is
for
it,
the
young
Tigers.
Puker again. Young
Yeah,
Puker's
Darren
lifting
Tim-
himself up around the ground this time, Vic. He's not only just he's tapping the ball, he's playing that half a kick behind the game.
Right.
And he's getting all those kicks. This is his second big mark. This is where he kicked it nearly from the same position before. Look at this for a kick. High up into the forward line. There's the big fly off the pack.
Tap
Rush
and
through.
rush through.
No, Richard Evans got a little bit of was a little bit there at that time when the ball
Lyndon
went up.
Galia takes the kick in.
Ball gone down the
Marcus
wing.
Poposky, picks the ball up, goes onto his right boot. There's a Tiger mark on the wing.
It's young Cornish. Caught it again.
Yeah, Gary Kingston's got the ball. Goes back.
Oh, there's
Almost Paul Walker took that mark. The Seagulls get it, bounce it across the back. Oh, the danger.
There's Klinger there, goes in for the ball now, knocks the ball out and rushes out.
Marcus Poposky doing a lot of heavy work down there in the back line too, number 2 for the Seagulls.
Ball's now been thrown in again, a nice throw in again. Oh boy, with the ruckman should be loved this. He missed
Here's
the ball.
Kingston.
Oh, in his back. Ball got kicked off, didn't get to pick it up by the umpire. Dean Walker, into his back again.
The pack developing down there, the ball's knocked out, picked up by the Tigers.
Again, very, very scruffy in there. They're not helping one another in the packs.
Tim Scott doing some heavy work there for the Tigers too. Also Rodney Cornish, number 38 for the Tigers. Ball about to be bounced, disbounced. Tigers picked up with Rodney Cornish again, drives it forward. Good looking shot for
Straight
goal.
through the centre.
Beautiful goal.
Straight through the centre.
That was
Boy, do they know what they're doing to our ears when they do that down there.
Rodney Cornish. Beautiful goal. Good play too, Gary.
Yes, I think our producer's just about seized up. I haven't seen him move for a
No,
while.
he's finding it very difficult in the cold wind up here in the grandstand. But
And I noticed he's been getting a half a kick behind the game, so it must be seizing.
I don't know whether you noticed that, Andrew, that our producer is not watching me at the moment. Have you seen behind me, Andrew?
There's the ball, it bounced again by Blair. Young Puker taps it down to his feet again, picked up by Smithton. Handballed out quickly again. Dean
Oh,
Walker
he's caught.
turned it back into the pack.
Tim Scott's got...
Too high. And Tim Quillam gets a kick out there. He dried around on the right foot, hooked out towards the flank again. There's Smithton diving in on chest mark. Spun around there.
That's Nigel Brown. It's a beautiful mark by Nigel.
Yeah, Nigel's done well. He's
Yeah.
tried to creep around to get the professional 10 metres and he's been stopped by
This
the
is an
umpire.
important shot for goal, Gary.
Yes, I don't think he'll make it.
He did make it, but didn't quite get the wind.
So there's another point has gone up onto the board. And the score now moves along to 6-5-41 to 4-9-33. So it's a very, very important quarter this is at this stage, and we come to the 18-minute mark of the... he went too far over.
He's gone over the square, so he's
Gone
going
into
to
the
ball up in the square.
It'll be a centre bounce right in the middle of the square. And the ball has been bounced. That's a very, very, very silly mistake. And, well, you got all points to the umpire to pick that up as he went out. He went a good metre and a half outside it. He bounced the ball where he crossed over. The ball's been rushed out.
No.
No, it isn't. It's been picked up by Smithton again.
Oh, there's a free kick to the Seagulls right in the goal square.
Jumped into his back.
Yeah, and it's that Nigel Brown again going to get this free kick only about 1 metre out. That was a
That
bad...
was a silly mistake.
Yeah, they should have knocked the ball through, Gary. So Nigel Brown's got this free kick now right on... He's only 1 metre outside, comes in, Dale Holland on the mark, and about 6 other Tiger players. Bevan French is in very close.
He tried to tell him to move around. The umpire told him where to go.
He's not sure what he's going to do with this. Oh,
Kicked it into him. Kicked it into him. Dale Highland has handball, knocked it straight out for 1 point.
that was a poor shot for goal. Gary.
Oh, well, he kicked fair into man on the mark. He
Didn't go back far enough, mate.
No, he didn't know what to do.
No,
Nobody
he's
spoke
two
to him.
minds.
So the ball now is to be kicked out. Again, lovely kick right in towards the centre of the ground.
Oh, he
the ball
missed that
knocked off the
mark.
pack.
Tim Cunham has it, but knocked out by Bevan French.
When the ball hits the ground, Smithton seem to be always a little bit honest. When the ball's high and long kicks, that's when the Burnley side team to be getting top. He was being held, never had the ball. It's young Philip Redmond.
Yeah, he's got this lovely
He's
lovely
gone.
left foot.
He's The way he goes.
On
Big
that
one.
left foot.
Hook the left foot again.
Pack sets themselves. Oh, there's
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee.
Hit the post.
Number 13 for the Tigers. Younger Pee-wee Walsh, is it?
Yes, Pee-wee.
That was a nice try. He read the ball well.
Yes, we'd have heard all about it if he'd kicked it.
Yeah. And the Seagulls are about to bring the ball back in. Now they've got to go to that defensive side of it. It comes straight down the centre, which is bad play, really.
Whoa! Ducked his head into it.
Yeah,
moved
that was
away.
Craig Pinner. Almost took the
And
mark.
here comes the go now on the side. And Scotty's after him. Threw the ball out. Well done. Poposki's dropped the ball now. Pushed him. And so Poposki's got the ball and he's gone. Took it. They didn't look for him and he's run
Marcus
around.
has played on.
Touched the ball down.
He's Brown
here's
again.
a go.
Nigel Brown got it out. The ball's rushed towards the boundary line. Still kept in play. And now it's
And Greg Price is about to throw it in again.
they've had the ball up forward. The Seagulls just not making full use of it.
No, they're not talking. That's
No,
the biggest
just
thing in the packs.
Lack of talking there.
There's the ball's
Lovely
been
tap
flicked
out.
away again. But
Tigers
look-
have the numbers. Tim Quillam gets in this there. The ball comes out the back, picked up by the Tigers. It's bouncing over the line for throwing. Rod Marthick tried to get to that ball, but it's just bouncing away from him.
So the ball is now about to be thrown in again by Greg Price. Get back to the pack, and young Darren Puker there, rocking there with
Rod
Marthick.
Yeah, Rod Marthick and Glenn Clark's in there.
nice mark by Marthick. He punched the ball away well. Ball is picked up again.
By Tim Quillam, yeah, he runs around to his right boot.
Oh, just a chest mark. Dropped the ball again. Klingerford tried to get the ball away, couldn't. There's the ball. That's it. Oh, he's too high. And the flying 7BU announcer is going to be going.
Tim Scott, yeah, Tim Scott's going to get the free kick.
There goes the big announcer. Big kick. Nice kick. Straight down the ground. That's what they've needed. Rod Cornish should have got the ball. They drop it. They're dropping their heads when the ball comes in. There is the.
Oh, over the
Here
back
we
of the
goes.
pack.
Here he comes. Oh, he lost his feeting.
Good play by the Seagulls.
Yeah, that back line's playing well for the Seagulls. They
Yeah,
really are. Oh, look at the loose men there around the centre.
Andrew dropped a sitter.
Loose men everywhere.
That was a bad play though.
Darren Puker, he's knocked the ball back again. Put another bloke under the hammer. He's caught straight into it again. Oh,
They're
here's a
playing
go
better.
now. There's a go.
Here's
Where's a
Mr.
go?
Kendall, fires at goal.
And she's
1 point.
1 point. So the score moves on to 4 goals 10. 34, 4 goals 11, 35 to 6 goals 6, 42. And we've gone 23 minutes and 31 seconds into this quarter as there's Bernie fullback kicks the ball out towards the centre. It's a high flying.
Oh,
lovely
Tim Quillam
mark.
plays on.
Hit
What
the
a
ground.
play.
Good play. And he moves out towards the flank. Doing so as he comes. Dale. There's Dale. Just knocks the ball away out in front of him. Good play because he was outgunned 2-1.
That was a lovely mark by Tim Quillam.
Yes, the way he hit the ground. He was
Yeah,
played on as soon as he hit it.
Hit the ground running.
Good.
Good. French is involved in this throwing. Good play by the Seagulls though. David Klingleff tries to get his kick in. Picked up by the Seagulls.
Scott again.
David Klingleff has got it. He's trying to get it out. But the
No,
ball's held to him, so the
Give it
ball
a
will
hope.
bounce.
Now that's the flying radio announcer.
Tim Scott down there as well.
Tim Scott.
Number 2. Ball bounce. Rod
Dean
Marthick
Walker.
gets a lovely tap down. Oh, he ducked his
Get
head into
into
that,
it.
Tim Scott. Yes, and it's going to be against him.
Against
So Rod Marthick got this shot at goal. He's on the. He go look for somebody. No, he plays on the left foot. Lines him up. Oh, it's into the goal square. They set themselves almost a mark to the Saints, but the ball's bottled up right in the goal square.
Yes, it's. I think the thing that Circular Head are doing at the present time, they're bottling the game up and not letting the Tigers get the free-flowing game on, and,
No.
and I think that's been good stuff. Rush.
Oh,
Rush through.
yeah, it was the rush.
It's just rushed through.
Dear, almost got his foot to that ball. That was almost a great goal. The Brooklyn Tigers are working overtime back there in the back line.
Yes, I don't think they thought they're going to cop it like they have done this quarter. They really have. They opened up extremely well, but since then the bubble has burst, and Smithton making them earn every kick.
Cotton Donnelly, beautiful kick. And here's Tim Coolum again, the best and fairest player. Goes on to beautiful handball out to the wing.
Here comes that man again.
Bad luck.
Is
Anthony Ambrose, is it?
Yes.
Got it out. Oh, good play by the Seagulls. Bring the ball straight down towards the goals. Here's a chance, Gary.
Clark's a good one. Big
Oh,
house.
one hand, only went up one hand.
Big Gary Reeve. There it goes, back again into the centre. There's that man again.
He's a good player. They're out there on the 2 men.
Yeah, it's Duncan Spinks. That's who he's playing well. Oh, there's the ball. Play behind.
Oh.
Miskicked it. Here it comes. Oh, straight through. There's
Gee.
Gun Cornish. And here they come back again.
Tim-
All by himself.
Tim Coolum takes a lovely one. Plays on. Sees a Blake on the flanky. Oh, great play by David Klingliffer.
No, that's Tim Scott.
Oh, Tim Scott, is it?
There he comes again. Oh, he took the ball away with him as he went. Oh, left it behind. One thing about the ball, you got to take it with you.
See, that was good play. That's good umpiring too, to let the ball keep
play.
going. Here's Tim Coolum. Oh, lovely
nice
mark.
one.
Plays on. He's
Yes.
playing well, Gary.
Yes, there was.
Oh, Dale Hyland went straight. The ball's picked up by Nigel Brown. What's he done with it?
He hooked the ball across.
To Marcus Poposky, puts it forward. Oh, what a mark.
Good one.
I think that's Anthony Kendall, the big fella. Yes, it is. Anthony Kendall. Is it or not?
Come on.
Anthony
Camo's gone over the mark. Now they've learned to get out of the road, or they'll finish up being sitting fair in front of the goalpost.
Anthony Kendall lines his up only from about 5 metres out. Important shot for goal, Gary. He's got it, I think. No. Missed it.
Missed it.
Dear, they've missed 2 easy ones, Gary.
Well, when you start looking at the scoreboard, and when you get, they've got 17 shots to 12, and there's the end of the quarter. You start looking at that, Smithton really and truly should be a long way further in front than what they, in actual fact, they're behind.
Yeah, they're actually behind, Gary. Dear, that was a good quarter of football. The pace actually improved, didn't it?
Well, there's only 5 points in it, so it's anybody's game. And as the boys come off the ground now, I think they'll find that they'll be tired, little boys. Not many are running, are they?
No, they're very tired looking, Gary. But I was just looking back over that quarter, like you say, the Tigers started off in a blaze of glory, but towards the end, Smith and Seagulls start to really.
I think they've the thing it's rattling the Tigers a bit is just how hard the Seagulls are playing.
Yeah,
there's been a few rough stuff around the ground. They've really touched them up quite a bit.
I didn't see that one with Dale Hyland, but I noticed Dale was lying on his back. He's rubbing his chin as he comes off the ground down here. The TV camera's right on him as he comes off now. He's still holding his chin, and I don't think he knows what happened. Maybe a goalpost fell over in him.
Well, I think it's a bit like what they say in football way back in the days of Jack Dyer, mate. They always said, I don't know, Umpy, he went to sleep. Sunstruck.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of that half, I think it's been really great to see the scores only within 5 points. But I think if the Seagulls had their right kicking foot on, they'd had the game home and hosed.
You reckon my tip would be right?
Well, at this stage, I'm a bit surprised that the Tigers are just as close in front, because if some of the shots that particularly in the first quarter and then a couple in the was rushed through, they were very, very fortunate they weren't goals. Well, and if they had it done, it would have been good night nurse. They'd have really had the back to the wall to come out into this third quarter. But whoever gets the break, now this is going to be so important this quarter, particularly for the Seagulls, as they come out, and if they can put 2 or 3 quick ones on the board to settle themselves down, to lift their tail up, and I think maybe your prediction may be right. But if they don't and they hold them as they come out into the quarter, I think that the Tigers will really come up to them in that last quarter.
Well, the thing I've noticed in the first half, Gary, and it's really stood out, that both sides have had no outstanding forward. There's been separate goal kickers on both sides,
yes.
And looking through them, they've all got 1 goal apiece. There's been no real star forward.
Well, I've been absolutely surprised with the Tigers, particularly with Richard Evans. I thought Richard would have been a trump card today. I don't know whether it's nerves or what it is, but I personally, if I'd have been the coach of the Tigers, I would move Richard Evans out into about centre half forward, so he's got room to move.
Right. He's only got 1 goal, hasn't he?
Yes. Well, he's just seems to be just boxed in there in that square. But I would have moved him out and just give him room to move. As the Tigers now coming on the ground as well as circular head, this is going to be a very, very interesting quarter. Right. And the first 10 minutes, I think, will really make and break for the rest of the game.
Okay, mate. David Cobbins got the ball now. The beginning of the third quarter comes in. Seagulls kicking with the wind. No, not a very good bounce this time. But the Tigers bring it forward.
Darren Puker. That's a nice big kick out to that flank.
Seagulls have got the strength back there, Gary. It was Craig Pinner again, using a lot of heavy tactics. But the Tigers close it up. Actually appealing for the free kick is Gary Kingston.
It's a bouncing the ball.
Pee-wee's there. Gary Kingston's going to take this ruck. So is Craig Pinner. The ball comes down to Pee-wee. Here's Richard again. Richard's going to... The ball's on the ground and it's bottled up. The umpire, David Tommy's going to bounce. Pee-wee comes up with the ball. On the bottom of the pack is Richard Evans. He's going to take the tap here for the... Richard Evans actually going to go up for this tap. He tries to take the ball out of the air.
Pee-wee pumps the ball out. Picks the ball up again.
Oh, went for the boundary.
Oh, very close.
Umpire didn't see that one.
No, young Marthy just... not Marthy, Quillam. Matthew Quillam just virtually threw the ball out over the line.
Paul Walker's going into the ruck on this one with Tim Quillam. Jeff Clark's there. Paul Walker goes up over the backs. It's one of the Seagull players. It comes down to... Oh, it was in the back. Free kick to the Tigers. And that'll be the...
And Cornish.
Yeah, Ronnie Cornish goes on with a beautiful looking kick for goal, Gary. It's right into the square. Oh, Richard turns round, but he's been nailed by Marcus.
Wasn't he, Hammett?
Oh.
He went in like a tack into the ground.
Dear, it's heavy out there, Gary.
I tell you what, there's no big pardons out there.
No, it's good play, mate.
They all saying grace for what we're about to receive. May we be truly thankful. Oh, what's happened there?
Something happened there. I couldn't quite see what it was, Gary.
Pee-wee. It happened. Pee-wee.
Pee-wee, what did he do, mate?
He might have told him what it was all about.
Oh, is that what's
He's
happened?
off the ground. Is he?
No, he's back. He's been...
No, he's off.
Is he been taken off the ground?
He's off the ground. Pee-wee. Oh, well.
Lovely.
I said grace for him and he got it.
Oh, there's a good play by Bevan French. Gets the ball out. It was a lovely handball. Tigers drive it forward. A good looking kick. Oh, really a good mark there to Gary Kingston again. It's heavy in there, Gary.
Yes, it's...
Bevan French picks it up, screws it on the right bit. It's knocked forward by the Seagulls. Back out to the wing. David Klingliver's got it on his left foot. And he finds...
no,
she's
out in the full.
So I reckon, what's the name? Anthony Kendall's going to take this kick, is he? Yeah, Anthony Kendall.
21.
They've got to use long kicks, don't they, Gary?
Well, that's a half of one. There is that boy again. I tell you what, he's one of the best men on the ground.
Darren Puker, is it?
Yeah, young Darren again. He's playing a great game. He's getting, not only is he rucking well, he's getting a lot of kicks around the ground.
Passes out to Bevan French on the forward flank. He's a little bit too far out to score. Plays on, looks into Paul Walker, and he takes a beautiful mark. 40 metres out, directly in front. He's going to go back and line this up, Gary.
Tim didn't pick him up. Tim Quillam, he just didn't pick him up as he come in.
Paul Walker coming in for the shot at goal. Goes for the torpedo. It's a flat-looking mark right on the line by the Smithton Seagulls. You're going to go straight down the centre, which is good play. Anthony Kendall went up, couldn't mark it.
Here comes Dean Walker. Kicked the ball out again.
Yeah, and it's picked up there by Glenn Clark.
He's playing well, Glenn. He's one of the better players for Smithton, Glenn Clark.
Almost a mark there, the Tigers. They've not paid.
There we go again. Klinger's away. Nice mark.
Who was that?
No, dropped her.
There's Glenn Clark again driving the ball forward.
He
runs into the tackle, plays on.
It's like walking the side of a house.
It's getting tough in there. What's his name? Jeff Clark's on the bottom of that pack. Tigers get it out through David Klingleffer again. Swings it on the right foot, and there's Jamie Butcher running underneath the ball, but it's coming through.
Here's Tim Quillam again. Here it comes behind.
Oh, he's tried to break through.
Got her.
Dear, the tackling's been great. Dale Holland picks the ball up there, goes for the boundary line, got rid of it. Has to come on again. Picked up by Marcus Poposky, screws it back. Oh, and hit the...
Here's a go.
Anthony Ambrose. He's gone out of the game, Gary, didn't he, in the second quarter?
Yes, he hardly had a kick in the second quarter.
The ball's going to be thrown in right in the forward pocket. The right side of the ground too, Gary, for this shot.
No, as they bring the ball into play now, Greg Price has just got over the ball. Nice throw. Lovely, the ruck's all going up. There's a lot of holding going on there. They've knocked the ball.
Tim Quillam comes in, gets this ball bounced up in his arm.
Took the ball, dropped her. Dropped her. Good spirit play, but the thing is that they must keep an eye on the ball. There's Tim Quillam again.
David Clifford knocks it out. Jeff Clark gets it onto his right boot into the forward pocket, and poor old Nigel Brown runs after it, but just beat him over the line out of bounds.
I think you'll find as we go on, Vic, we're going to see that it's going to be the fittest team that will stand, because they're all looking a little tired now, and we've still only 5 minutes into the quarter, and there's a long way to go.
But it's tough football, Gary.
Oh yes, it's a good game though. It really is.
It is, yeah. There's Tim Quillam knocks it out again to his brother. Oh,
so watching the tackling, they know how the umpires are playing, that if you go in for the ball and you're protected, the other way it goes again. Young Cornish again kicks the ball out wide. Paul Walker picked up again, turns around, he's telling him to go back, he's trying to kick the ball back, and there's no one there for him to kick it to. Kicks the ball up high towards centre half forward. The guys all fly. There was a mark there to circular head.
Yeah, and that's Craig Pinner again.
He's playing well.
Jamie Butcher hasn't had a touch all day. I don't know whether he's got a touch of the flu or what it is, but he hasn't had a touch.
Now that's a nice kick by Pinner. This young Puker knocked the ball again. There's the ball broken away. Dale Highland again kicked it out.
David Klingler.
Oh, Klinger. One thing you must go, Klinger, go take the ball with you.
Here's Duncan Spinks, picks the ball up. Oh, he's grabbed without the ball, and be a free kick to Duncan Spinks on the wing. Goes back quickly to try and get this ball moving.
Well, fair play, young Duncan.
Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful
Nice
pass. Tim Quillam onto his right boot. What's he done? That's a beautiful shot.
That's a goal. Oh, no point.
Why, Rude, I thought that was a goal. That was a beautiful shot from out there, Gary, into the
big
breeze.
Kick. Yeah, big kick. Big kick, but then again, it's coming right from the right spot. If you look at the flag now, it's the wind's really picked up in this quarter. Out of our dear old golf club, bowls club again. The ball's now is being brought back into play by the Burnley fullback. Oh,
Andrew Quillam.
Yes, a lucky mark I thought was given to the man in front first. He was interfered as he went for the ball in the air. Ball's bounced down on the ground. Smithton boy has been held, hasn't got the ball. Come out again by the back line from Burnley.
Here's Craig Pinner sitting himself.
Oh, young Butcher nearly had it.
Jamie Butcher, that's about his first touch he's had, I think.
Well, he felt it anyhow. He knows there's a ball on the ground.
Ball's going to be bounced right in the centre of the ground almost.
There's the bounce. Paul Walker went up for the ball. Knocked the ball away. Picked up by Jeff Clark.
Grubby old kick.
Knocked the ball out again. And as the ball just floats out towards the wing, being forced out again by Bernie.
Dear, the tackling's been good.
It's going hard. There's Klinger, dropped the ball again. There's Clark again, picked the ball, hooked it off his left foot onto the ground. Darren Puker kicks the ball back along the ground. There's your mate again, mate. Picked
Jamie
the ball.
Butcher.
Jamie Butcher.
His left foot, a beautiful looking kick. Oh,
Big
they didn't
kick.
read it. Will it roll through? No, bounced the wrong side of the post, Gary. What a kick.
That's the first score he's done in his life, I think.
It's the first kick he's had all game, actually.
That's a big kick too.
It was a big kick.
But you can see how the wind's picking up though, Vic.
It is. It's actually got stronger, hasn't it?
Very
it's cold
much so.
too.
Don't mention
Dale Holland's going to bring this into
feel
play. Don't tell me he's going to come to this side of the ground, Gary. No. He is, terrible play. Brings
Nice
it out to the
kick.
scoring side. Andrew Quillam's there. So's his brother Tim. Knocked the ball out of bounds.
Well, the ball about to be brought in again. Blair Davis, the central umpire, just runs out to the side in perfect position to look through the pack as the ball is thrown in. Darren Puker is pointing for the guys where to get to.
Anthony Kendall about to come in from the side.
Nice grab by Darren. Kicked it straight into the pack. Bob Martha has been throwing his weight in there again. Going again is Kendall again is getting into the pack. Blair, Bevan kicked it away. Young Cornish kicked it again.
Craig Pinner gets the ball, drives it back out from the half-back line, straight up to the half-forward flank. Over the back was a punch from Dale Highland.
There's a Puker again, young Darren. Played it very well. Look, that's got his... Oh, bit hard.
Decision.
Bit hard. The ball had gone.
Yeah, tough decision. So this is Nigel Brown.
Well, just have to ask the central umpire. He had a late night last night because that was a very late decision.
Nigel Brown from about 40 metres out on the left half forward flank, kicking with the breeze right over his right shoulder, Gary. This should go through. Kicks from the 50. Floats it right up, straight through the middle. Great goal. No. He fooled me too. I thought it was a goal, but it must have drifted over to the left.
Yes, we'll have to look at Brian. That's Brian Hall as the goal umpire there. He was standing...
He didn't move.
No, it didn't move.
Oh, I thought it was straight through the middle. The Tigers are playing it dangerously, bringing it out here. Here's Tim Quillam, sets himself, pack fly.
There it goes again, straight down the ground. Oh, he dropped her. Like a hot potato.
Yeah, Anthony Ambrose is doing a bit of heavy work in there. Andrew Cullen gets it out to...
John Marthick, and here's a goal. No, it's a point. No, it's as they come back out now, the scoreboard now ticking over to 4 goals, 16.
Yeah, kicking themselves out.
Hey,
Con
4,
Donnelly...
16 to... Must be 42 points. They've got that one wrong. It's got to be even.
But Con Donnelly here not doing the right thing, Gary, bringing it onto the scoring side, straight up the centre almost. They said themselves, Tim Cullen's got his name all over that and takes a lovely mark. Didn't pay it. What are you doing, Uppy?
Must have touched it. Must have been touched. Oh! Took his eyes off it.
That was kicked out by the Seagulls. There's Dale Holland running across the half-back line. Tried to take a bounce. Maybe done the wrong thing, Gary.
Well, she's gone out of bounds on the side.
At least they've got Dave on the right side. Gary Reeve going to take this throw in. He's up against Dean Walker.
Dean Walker, the ball that they've gone out. There's Bevan French again. Mercurial Bevan turned on the left foot, kicked it out towards Klinger on the side. Klinger's lost his footing. The ball's gone down again.
Oh, good play, Tigers.
Yeah, Klinger again. Hooked the ball on his right foot up towards the forward line. The ball hits the ground. Richard Evans comes through. The ball hits on the pack, and the ball is going to be bounced again.
Jamie Butcher got a knock on the head, but he gets up. He's okay. Pee Wee's there as well.
The ball being bounced then again. Jamie Butcher goes in for the thing.
Paul Walker gets the ball onto his right boot. Oh, over the head of the Tiger players.
Better take it. I can't see it.
Okay. Oh, there's good play by Gary Kingston. Keeps the ball in play. That the Seagulls are trying to get it out. This pack forms. David Commey's going to come in and take a bounce. It's right in the forward pocket for the Brooklyn Tigers.
Well, it's just coming up to 12 minutes gone in the quarter, Vic, and no side's got a break in this third term.
No, good tap by Anthony Kendall. But Bevan French screws it over his shoulder. Beautiful looking kick.
Here's a go.
Yes.
Nice mark.
Oh, what a mark. Lovely mark. Who's that boy, mate?
I think the glasses on him.
I think it was Don Zylstra. I'm not sure. I can't really see.
Michael Parker.
Might be Michael Parker too.
Michael Parker.
He's directly in front, only 30, well, about 15 metres out. This is an important shot for goal. I think he's got it, hasn't he?
No, he's missed it. Yes, he's got it.
That's an important goal.
Very, very important goal. I think you're walking home tonight, mate, after that one.
Yeah, well, what's the score now, mate?
The score's moved on to 7-6-48 to 4-17-41.
The 21 scoring shots to 15.
Yes, they should have been they should have been gone home, packed the bus and gone home.
Yeah.
Circle head. But at this stage, they've still got a long way to go, and particularly this quarter now is nearly half over, and they've really got to get their thinking ahead at this point in time. Blair Davis goes down to bounce the ball. Good bounce, centre bounce up high. The two ruckmen, Young Puker got it well, racked off the pack by young Rod Marthick. Yep. Ball is knocked on the head. Here comes Dale Holland. Dale's playing well this quarter.
He is. He's actually, it's a good kick. Just found it a metre inside the boundary line, Gary.
Yes, our dear producer blocked the way again. He's having a, he's as thick as a brick, isn't he? Can't even see him.
Yeah, that is the umpire down there, umpire Price.
He gave us the Pepsin and smile.
He did.
The Pepsin and smile. As the ball is about to be thrown in by Greg, doing a very good job actually, throwing the ball in high. That's just rucked out then by the Tigers. The boys should go in for the ball. They really are fighting hard for the ball. It's a good game. And the same boy is just knocking the ball again. Big one. It's a nice big kick down the ground.
Rodney Cornish, was it? No, it was Don Zylstra. It was a good strong play by Don Zylstra.
The ball about to be thrown in again by Pricey.
On the half-forward flank for the Tigers. Bevan French throwing some orders around down it to get his team motivated. That was Jeff Clark getting the ball forward, but there's only David Klinger for there.
That's a good one, Klinger. The ball's gone high.
Paul Walker underneath the pack. Couldn't get it. Ball's dropped.
Everybody's gone up except no one down.
Gee, the umpire's letting the play go. There's Tim Quillen coming out with a beautiful looking kick. Straight down the ground.
Oh, here the goes over the back now. Look at this, mate. Here's a go.
Shane Richardson, is it? And also Anthony Ambrose. What's he going to do?
Oh, free kick there, and he missed it. There's a go. Ball in the back.
Umpire
and hit the ground.
Flow,
He's letting it go. That's good. Good umpiring, actually. They've let it flow. There's free kicks.
Oh, that was a heavy knock.
Big hits.
Yeah.
But all fair. Eyes on the ball. Dean Walker down They're going down, fellas going down like 9 pins.
It's
To
strong
survive
play.
the 30s. Here they go. Oh, he's
he's
dropped
caught.
the ball again. This is good football. Bang goes arms behind the plate. And the ball runs over the side.
Umpires are letting this ball flow, aren't they?
Well, the ball about to be thrown in again.
Get a coffee.
And as the ball is thrown in, there's a high fly again. Ball being rucked down by
Bevan French gets a lovely kick. Oh, it was a beautiful play by the Seagulls. Picked up by young Lyndon Gale. He's caught, but he gets the handball out. Comes out to Rodney Cornish. What's he going to do with it?
He's lost his balance, went down again. They pushed him down.
Pack forms. Dear, it's tough, Gary.
Oh, Jeff Clark there's leaning over the top of young Cornish. The ball will be bounced in again by Blair. Blair Davis hooks the ball down onto the ground again. Kicked it again by
Andrew Kendall. Anthony Kendall, yeah. Ball's going to be thrown. Anthony Kendall doing the power work in the ruck. So is also your little mate.
Philip Redmond just threw the ball, knocked the ball out. As the ball comes up again,
Down
Puker again.
Anthony Kendall. Ball comes out, picked up by Tim Quillam. Good
Tim
play.
Quillam, good play. He's
Oh, here's a go. Lovely
a good-
mark.
Yes.
I think that's Lyndon Gale or Anthony Ambrose, is it?
Anthony Ambrose.
Like
Well,
I say,
he's
we're outside
woke
the
up. He's woke up. He went to sleep the second quarter.
It's only about 30 metres in. He's in the right side there.
They
with the
switched
wind.
him. You notice they switched him?
Oh, they have too.
He's come off the back line and he's playing in the forward line.
Might be centre half forward. Comes in now from about 35 metres out. Oh, he's stabbed at it. And he's pulled it to the left. Bad miss. Dear, they're letting themselves down in front of goal, Gary.
Yes, the scoreboard now has gone up to 4 goals, 18, 42 points to 7 goals, 6, 48.
And we're
So there's
16
still-
minutes into the quarter, Gary.
16, it's
They've got to be at least a couple of goals up, don't they, going into the last
definitely.
quarter?
Well, they haven't got a hope if they have not a couple of goals up.
Good
Ball
mark.
Marcus Mark well. That's it, Jack Quillam. He's playing well, Quillam, isn't he, Andrew?
Yeah, but he's starting to come into it a bit, Gary. But where the Tigers are playing bad, they're bringing it out to the scoring flank.
Every time.
Every time. This is 55
Look at
metres
this.
out.
Whoa.
No, it's out of bounds on the
Out on
full, I think.
Out on the full.
No, you're going to... Yes, right next to the behind post. So Dale Holland's going to bring this into play with Nigel Brad on his mark. Umpire's asking him to come back a bit.
Bevan.
Bevan French.
Nice mark.
Oh, beautiful mark, Gary.
Yes. He's played well. He hasn't played fantastic, but he makes every post a winner.
He does. Very creative. There's a
Nice
nice mark to boy of Pinner.
He's played well, Pinner.
I thought he's played very well, Craig Pinner.
As he hooked the ball back again. Oh, knocked the
Almost
ball
a good
away.
mark. Picked up by Gary
House.
Reeve.
Reeve.
Yeah, Gary Reeve.
House. I caught my House. He's big as a house.
Good strong play by Gary Reeve.
He's a great guy too, that Gary Reeve.
Is he?
He's a guy,
Yeah.
he's a real great
He's
guy.
doing
Big,
power work there.
big, happy fella.
Ball about to be thrown in right in the forward pocket on the scoreboard. The scoring side, I should say.
Well,
Anthony Ambrose in the ruck.
the quarter's ticking away. It's just over 18 minutes gone in the quarter.
Oh,
and,
big pack.
and Bernie is doing a great job so far.
Oh,
Caught.
he's back.
Whoa, that was a
Yeah,
lucky
Marcus
one.
Popovsky gonna have
He
this-
slipped and fell. And
You reckon he did?
Yeah, his feet went from under him. I think if we played that back on replay, if we had instant replay, we'd see that he slipped and fell. And the
Umpire
other fellow
Tommy
went
made
straight
that
across his
decision.
back. Yes, it's like most things. Sometimes you don't know whether it's the real thing or the Academy Award.
No,
Whoa,
wind's-
goes the wind.
Yeah, the wind's starting to blow up. This is right over his shoulder. It comes in, looks like a good kick off the boot. Oh, just pulled it again to the left. Another point to the Smithton Seagulls. They're letting themselves down badly in front of goal.
And nearly lost all their stuff up here this time.
Yeah.
Whoa, the wind's blowing here now.
Oh, wait, it's cold.
Our director is frozen stiff because his hand's gone white.
The cameraman, poor man.
And so as we come back now into this,
Con Donnelly bring this ball back into play.
we could do with a coffee up here.
Oh, very good. They still
There's
keep-
the ball covers, it's high in the air. No acceptances up that time. Ball's rushed out.
Gary, can you work out why they bring the ball out to this scoring flank?
No, I just can't understand why they're not, because it's.
I said to you at the beginning of the game, I thought the ball would have come around.
But I think while they're doing it now, if you look at the flag, the wind shifted and could be blowing straight into that corner. Now the ball has been knocked out again. Bevan come in without the ball. Tried to take it clean off the boot. The boot has been dropped again. As they come through, the Tigers come through. Bang goes the ball and out on the full. Nice mark, but too far over.
Yeah, so Andrew Quillam's going to take this kick. Too far out to score. He's looking for somebody. Goes in short
Now
to
that's
his
the way
brother.
to go. That's the way to go. Young Puker, and he comes
Yeah.
again. Bangs the ball straight up the ground. And they're fly in the air there. There it goes.
Glenn
again.
Clark takes
Glenn
a
Clark
lovely mark. Plays
on.
Straight down the ground.
Here it comes.
There's a good mark
yeah,
to Anthony Ambrose.
Yes, he's coming into his own again this quarter.
He sees a short one to Tim Cullum. Look how
Fantastic
elusive he
by
is.
himself.
How elusive though. He's only 30 metres out, directly in front.
No, he's a Scarlet Pimpernel, no doubt about him.
That was a good play then, wasn't it, Gary?
Yes, he turns out he'd be, by the time he leaves the ball off, he'll be kicking around about the 45-metre level as he comes into for his kick, just over the 45-metre line, drives the boot into the ball, nice kick, straight through the centre. Yes, he doesn't make many mistakes.
Yeah, that's a good goal to the Seagulls.
Yes,
20 minutes into the quarter, Gary. They've got to get a couple of quick ones.
Well, they've let the score now be level, and it's getting pretty tight.
Yeah, the score is what, 5 goals, 29, is it?
Can't be that.
Can't be that. No, that's what they've got on the board, but...
No, it'd be 5-19. 5-9 to...
5-19 it should
They've got
be.
on 53. That scoreboard's wrong. Ball has been hicked up by Bernie again, out there to the flank.
Not Bernie, no. You get Bernie, the Brooklyn Tigers.
Well, they're still Bernie and Smithton. That's where they're all
Glenn
come
Clark
from.
doing a lot of good work in them packs. Gets it out to Anthony Kendall. Drives their Paul Walker underneath the ball. Takes a good mark.
Yeah, Paul looks like he's gone to centre half back. It's a big kick right in. Here comes Richard Evans. Straight down the ground.
Craig Pinner almost took that mark.
Oh,
Somebody got hurt, I think, mate.
it's young Pinner. He went down with...
No, was it? Yeah, somebody underneath, though. So play's been stopped as the officials run onto the ground here. We're 21 minutes into the third quarter. It was a very, very interesting game, Gary. What's the score? I can't quite get that score. I have to have a look.
They've got the score's
The
wrong.
scores might be wrong.
The score's wrong. It's 19. They've got a 29.
I'm just trying to have a look who is hurt. Yes, it's one of the Smithton Seagulls boys.
Well, everybody seems quite happy about it.
Yeah, he's up and moving, isn't he? Can you see him in the
yes,
glasses?
he's moving. Yes, he's moving.
He's okay.
And there's about 6 of them carrying him off. That's his walk to glory for the time being. Well, it's 25. It's just gone 26 minutes gone on the quarter, and there's a lot of time been going on now. So they'll be bouncing the ball and getting the game all the way, and the people get off the ground.
Yeah, I'll try and get a condition on him. I'll see if I can locate somebody to come up and...
Well, if you want to go and just chase up, I'll just take on.
Yeah, okay.
Just see what's up with the lad. Well, now the ball is about to be bounced and be brought into play again by David as he goes in to bounce the ball. The ball is now about to be bounced. Away goes young Puker, hits the ball hard again. Kingston grabs the ball, knocks the ball out again on the side. Hook for the ball out, and there's the ball goes high into the pocket and goes through for 1 point. That was makes the scores even as they coming now into the just coming up the 27-minute mark. There'll be quite a bit of time on in this quarter now, unless a good 5 minutes time on as they come out. Now's the Smithton boy brings the ball, nice big kick right down towards the centre of the ground, but there's Paul Walker there marking in the centre for the Tigers. He's just pointing to the guy out of the road.
Looks
there he is. Oh yes, he's a bit stiff. He should have went for the big kick. Grabbed again, dropped the ball, play on, knocked away again by Tigers. Play on again, ball knocked away again out of the pack. Play on, and the ball is now about to be a bounce there by the umpire David Cobbing as he walks in to bounce the ball. Nice bounce again by David. Young Puker is just absolutely killing him in the ruck. He's making a tremendous job. Best on the ground, I would say, for the whole game. Richard Evans in front. Dropped the ball in front of him. The ball hits the ground, bounced everywhere, and David has walked in to bounce the ball. I think at this stage, Vic, if I had a fellow that was going to be the best on the ground, I think for the whole game, I think Darren Puker has got my nod at this stage.
Yeah, definitely, Gary. He's been fantastic all day, hasn't he?
Good try by the Tigers as they kick the ball again. Smithton playing in front. Dropped the ball onto his left foot. Looked down towards the centre. Gary Reeve missed it a bit slow on the uptake as they grabbed it. Hicked it by the Tigers. Up towards centre half forward again. Big fly in the air. There's Bevan spun around. Beautiful turn that only Bevan can do. Good turn. Pee-wee missed it. He should have moved. There's come Richard Evans, cut across, forgot the ball, and the ball has run out of bounds. And Bob Ferguson, the boundary umpire over that side, is doing such a great job, is about to bring the ball back into play.
I'm shivering here, Gary. I'm trying to get warm and wrapping the coat round me.
I've got past that. I'm like the Statue of Liberty. The only thing that's moving is my mouth. But the ball is now just to be thrown in again by Bob Ferguson. A good throw. The ball has bounced. Kicked the ball out towards centre half forward. There it is marked there by Brian Cameron. Brian is bending forward now. Hooks the ball up high. High on the thack. There it goes. Ball hits the ground. There's Smithton, kicks the ball out towards it again. There's that man again. Comes in, runs around the player, runs into the 40-metre level, hooks the ball up high in the air, straight through the middle. And there's a goal to the Tigers. A very, very expensive goal for Smithton, because now this is kicking against the wind. That's 2 goals that Smithton has kicked against the wind, and the score now is moving on now up to 8 goals 7. 8 goals 7, be 55 points now to 5-19-45. So
the ball's been bounced, Gary. Just got a condition on
young Lyndon.
Lindengar, yeah, he's just been concussed. And he's been taken into the dressing rooms for a bit of attention.
Right, the ball bounced there by central umpire. And there it is, Bevan French. He's just come out of it in this quarter. Richard Evans is moving, flicked the ball up behind him, hit the ground. He's after it again, spun around onto his left side, hooked the ball across his body. Good play by Richard as the ball comes down and runs through for 1 point.
Gee, that would have been another handy goal against the Breeze, Gary.
Yes, well, I think at this stage that...
you think the Tigers may have their measure?
I'm starting to smile.
Yeah, no, well, it's important that the Seagulls get back into their stride again and get a couple of quick goals, isn't it?
Yes, I think it was unfortunate that accident that helped. And here we go again. Paul Walker's too short underneath. There's that young man again.
Anthony Cornish, is it?
No, it's young Philip Redmond. And he's playing well. Hit the ball out. It was double side danced. Well danced around. Dropped the ball. Oh boy, was he lucky. The ball has dropped again, gone away again. Knocked the ball away by Scott. Wait, Richard Evans knocked the ball away again. There comes that Quillen man again. Turns around. Looks like he's got all day. He's a very clever player.
Gary Reeve. Oh, 2 on him, mate.
2 in front. There he comes again, the Scott man. Hooked the ball up towards the centre half forward. The ball bounces on the ground. Well, there's the siren.
5 minutes of time on in that quarter, Gary, due to that long break.
Yeah, 30-minute quarter, 31 minutes gone in the quarter.
Brad. Just got to run down. Brad Hanson's just dropped in to give us the condition on young Lyndon Gar. But it's... you looking happy there, Gary? Do you think the Tigers can hold it now?
I think the Tigers have got a home and hosed. I think they've... fellow Bevan, for instance, has lifted his work rate very much in that quarter. And I think not only has he lifted his work rate, but he's... the way he's just lifting people around the ground. Richard Evans started to show a lot of fire in the latter half of that quarter, and they really have got their work against it now. The Seagulls, the Smithton Seagulls have really got their work against them.
Yeah, I think you're right there. The difference then in that quarter...
There's 2 kicks in it now before the change.
Yeah.
And to go ahead like this, I think they've really got the work right out against them.
Well, like you say, the difference definitely was the way young Bevan French was able to create the play. Him and Paul Walker were both very elusive on that quarter, weren't they?
Yes, and a couple of telling kicks by Philip Redmond too, just at the right time also made things a lot better. So as the boys get down there, they'll be getting tired boys now.
Yeah, looking at the scoreboard, like you say, the thing with the Smithton Seagulls, unfortunately, has been the kicking. It's been atrocious, 5-19, so they've had 24 scoring shots to 16, and they're finding themselves actually about...
They got their back against the wall and they should be going home.
But got a few guests coming into the press box here, Gary.
Yes, we've got our honourable member for Brad and Ron Cornish has just come up. The experience of senior players like Bevan French is starting to tell now.
Yeah, certainly is, and a little bit of steadiness by Paul Walker. There's a lot of experience there.
Very much so.
But the Seagulls are playing pretty well.
They're playing tough, don't they?
It's been good. It's been. They've still got a chance, I think. They've got a few fairly fast players. They've taken some nice marks in that last quarter.
Well, one of the big things, if at this quarter, particularly from the centre bounce, if Tim Quillam can really lift his game and his brother as well, the young Andrew, I think that'll make a big difference. I think also young Ambrose has got to lift his game pretty well. Marcus Poposky have hardly seen him much in this quarter. Shane Richardson was down. Craig Pinner was down that quarter too. Ron Barthig. There are quite a few that need to lift the game. Another fellow that I've hardly seen a thing of this game is Leighton Pope. He's hardly had a touch. So we need to there's a lot's got to be done during this quarter.
Well, the game's never over till the final siren goes, Gary, and any team can win, and it's going to be in this quarter a case of the team that's really wants to win it. I mean, the Seagulls are fairly unlucky, aren't they? 5-19, that's unbelievable kicking.
Oh, they should have had the game home.
Absolutely.
Absolutely won.
What about you, Vic? Enjoying it? I think I'll hand back to you then. You're the expert on this. Good to see you.
Away.
Well, the boundaries have got back out into the final quarter. The siren is blown. Blair Davis walks in to bounce the ball. The ball hits the ground, and then young Darren Picker punches the ball down as good as a kick right into Paul Walker. He dropped the ball down. Young Smithton guy kicked the ball straight back.
Great mark by Tim Quillen.
Yes, Tim again. He's the fellow that's got to lift this quarter.
Yes, definitely so. Drives the ball straight up the centre of the ground, looking for his forward, but there's an drop mark for the Tigers. In comes young Shane Richardson. What's he doing? Oh, he's been tagged. Drop the ball. Play on, says the umpire. Ball comes out to Anthony Kendall. Oh, he's still going with it. Gary drives it up. Here's a chance for the Seagulls. Oh, missed mark.
Dale just stood waiting for the ball to come. Here they come. The Tigers down the ground again.
There's Anthony Ambrose.
Ball's picked up.
Picked up by Duncan Spinks. Drives it forward. Pack fly. Nobody can mark. Ball comes back down. Tigers marks there almost. Yeah, I'd pay that.
Yes, he paid that.
Don Zilch just got the mark on the wing. Plays onto his right foot. Drives it into centre half forward. Ball's gone over the back. Here comes Jamie Butcher. What's he going to do? Oh, he's run all over the place.
Here it comes. There's the ball dropped again.
Craig Pinner's
That's rushed through.
So it's gone through for a point, Gary.
So there's at least 2 kicks in it now for Smithton now. It's going to make it very tough for them. There's 7 points down now as they go into the first minute of the quarter.
Peter Arnold's going to... What's he going to do? He's not going to come out this side,
that's
no.
right. He's using his head and kicking out to that flank, to the dead flank. Ball holds up in the air. Ball drops down. Here comes Smith, Bernie again. Turns around. Plenty of time. Yeah, Kingo kicked it straight across. There's 1 point.
That was a bad miss, Gary.
Yes, it could have drove a nail in the coffin then. If Smithton if the Tigers get 2 goals, it's all over about the shouting. I don't think Smithton's got a hope.
Peter Arnold comes out to this side now. He's got to go back. He's going to run over the line. Goes back. Lovely looking
nice kick, isn't it?
Yeah, they set themselves. Pack fly. Only one stays back there. David Klingliffer fighting for the ball. It's on the ground. Pack forms. They get it out though. The Seagulls have got it out. Kicks smothered.
There's Clarkey again. Here he comes again.
Good play. Oh, he's
ducked his head
too high.
Kept it high. Knocked away again.
Anthony Kendall, what's he going to do? Taps it out to Ian Reid. Jeff Clark's there and so's the Tigers, and there's a ball up right on the wing. Bit of weight thrown there. Gary Kingston.
The ball about to be bounced down by David Cobbing. Bounce it in. There he goes again, that man again.
Best man on the ground. Ball comes back to young Anthony Cornish, drives it up. Oh, they all flew. Pee-wee's got it. He's caught. Play on, says the umpire, though.
Oh, there's a lot of weight going in. There's the weight going in there.
Out to Anthony Kendall, missed the ball.
Ball's been knocked away again. That's it.
Bevan French has got it.
French again. The umpy nearly went for a 6.
Yeah, this is
ducked it. There we go.
Glenn Clark gets the ball, drives it forward.
Well, Glenn. There goes the Tigers again.
Here's Andrew.
He's caught.
Oh, good pass. Gee, the pressure's strong. Oh,
he has been caught.
Yeah, he's been.
Dean Walker gets the kick there at centre half back.
He's played well, Gary.
Yes, he hasn't been as dominating as I thought he would have been. Dean is going back for his kick now. Coming to the right, drop kick. There's a drop punt right down to the ground. There's
looking for his brother. Oh no, the back's
Tim
Quillen. What a strong mark. That was an important mark. He's going to come out this side onto his right foot. Looking for his brother. He's out to Anthony Ambrose and takes it. Oh, didn't he pay that? Not paid. Anthony Kendall picks it up.
Grabs. Kendall's kicked it across the ground in towards the centre. There's that man again. There he is. Knocked the ball again. Oh, bounced the wrong way for him. He's caught the ball, hits the deck.
He should have kicked it then, Gary. That's Gary Marthick, Rod Marthick kicking out to Gary Revel.
Oh, Reeves missed that one. Turned again, turned into it, ran into it.
There's good play.
There's a go, here's a go, caught on his chest. And it's marked there by Dale Highland.
In front of Nigel Brown, yeah.
Now Dale's really lifted. He should have got clipped under the chin early in the game because he's played really well since then. There's the mark. Oh, nice mark, Bevan. Nice mark.
Plays on straight away. Good play by the Tigers. Drive the ball.
Look at this free kick. This is what they need.
Oh, there's a good play.
There's Richard
too.
Evans used
Here
his-
comes Jamie Butcher. He stops the ball.
Richard Evans has used his body well then. And the ball has been thrown out there and deep in that forward pocket.
Did the ball move fast down that
that was
ground
quick.
then? It was a good play, wasn't it?
Don't you see the wind's dropped a little fraction in this quarter?
Do you
too?
reckon? I don't feel it
It's
up
got
here,
cold, that's all. It's only got
mate.
cold.
Freezing. 4 minutes into the quarter.
And
into
the ball has
final
been
quarter.
thrown in now. And there's Richard Evans has gone in for the ruck there with young Anthony. There's a turn on the left foot by Kingston.
Good smother by Tim.
Took it off his foot. There's Tim Way going again.
Dear, he's playing well.
Drop onto that right foot.
Only
There's
one
a boy. Oh, good try.
Anthony Kendall picks it up. What's he going to do? He ducks around onto his left foot. No, back onto his right. Drives into centre half forward. They set themselves. The ball's there. Tigers are all over the place, and there's going to be a ball up right at centre half forward. Nigel Brown on the bottom of that pack. In comes umpire Blair Davis. Anthony Cornish is there. Ball's bounced. Here's a chance for the Seagulls. They bring it out.
Cornish is there. He's putting his body in for little guy. He's really putting his body in.
Shane Richardson there tries to get the ball, but it comes back out to Dean Walker. Playing well. Sees his David out here on the side.
Whoa, knocked the ball again.
There's
Walked
Reed in
him
there,
right.
gets the ball out. There's
Up
Gary
10.
Revel. Tried to get a kick in, picked up there by Rod Marthick. Runs in towards the centre half forward, drives it up. Oh, they miss it. Who's going to get it? Tigers come out. Good play. Out onto the wing.
There's Parker, knocked the ball back over his head. That was good play.
Yeah, here comes young Glenn Clark. Comes
Play
through.
well,
The
Glenn.
Tigers have got the numbers.
The way the ball goes again. My
This is
word,
a-
you've got to give the Seagulls credit. They've really putting in this quarter.
It's a top game, this game.
They're making a lot of mistakes, but they're all pressure mistakes.
Here's a good play by Paul Walker. Gets it on his right boot. Drives down. Who's going to mark
There's
this?
Richard Evans.
Craig Pinner over the top. Good play. Oh,
Whoa.
great tackle. Jamie Butcher. Play on, says the umpire. Oh,
there it
what's
is.
his name's dobbed it, I think.
It's a point.
1 point. Dear, oh dear. That was a poor decision by umpire David Collins, wouldn't you say?
I think the spectators we got behind are making it hard, aren't they? Hey? They sneaked in
Anyway,
very
out
nice,
come the
haven't they?
Seagulls, looking out here for Tim Cullen, but somebody else is going to drop in front and take a mark, and that's Gary Kingston. No, it's not. It's Don Zylstra. He's about on the 50-metre line. I think he might have a shot from here. Gary's got the wind right over his shoulder. So Don Zylstra coming in for the Tigers.
Got her heads out towards the other point post.
He does that. They set themselves, all pack fly.
Klinger is not really grabbing much at all, is he? There's
Yeah,
the ball's kicked high in the air, back over his shoulder, and there it is. Straight through the high little.
No,
It
he
must have been
didn't
touched
touch.
on the line. Now the ball has been brought in by the Smithton fullback. He's taken his time to come out to the. Looks like he's going to come to the green side. Drops it out.
Anthony Ambrose
Yeah.
marks that ball. Good mark. Tigers
Yes,
have made a change. Gary, David Klingniff has come off. The ball comes out here to Tim Quillam and also to Rod Marthick. Rod Marthick picks the ball up. No, he goes back into the in-ground onto his left foot. Sees one of his mates there, but all the Tigers are desperate in there, Gary. Gets the ball out. It comes out to Glenn Clark. He goes over to Anthony
Shane
Kendall.
Richardson.
He's caught. Play on, says the umpire. Comes
Clark
back
again.
to...
Clark's really thrown himself this quarter.
There's Jeff Clark. Yes.
There's that man again.
Ball's right in the centre of the ground. There come the Tigers, straight down the centre. Here's Anthony Ambrose for the Seagulls. He tries to pick it up. Playing well. Good play by Anthony Ambrose. Punches the ball out.
There's Parker again. Drops that ball right down into the forward line over the top of Richard Evans. The ball hits the ground. Smithton gets in front. Richard still is trying
Craig
to
Pinner
grab it.
goes in. Oh, good play, Craig Pinner. Taps the ball
knocked
forward.
way again by Pinner. Knocks the ball out.
They're getting tired out there, Gary. They're struggling to get their knees up.
Well, it's 8 minutes in the quarter, so they've still got another 16 to 17 minutes to
Craig
go.
Pinner gets the ball back to one of his teammates who drives it back out to the wing. It looks to be only like there's Tigers there, that's all. Gary Level was too late on the scene.
Well, it's interesting to meet one of the people said a while ago. There's more people here today in a union game at this ground, so that's not too bad for a final, is it?
No. Who's got the ball out there? Is that Bevan French? Bevan's got the ball right on the other side wing. He's looking around to try and see if he can see
He's
somebody
going to
for the
centre
lead.
it. He's going to put
Comes
the big
in.
kick.
Ball's high. Oh dear, nearly a mark. Anthony Rendell's got it now again. Andrew Rendell, oh, what's he done?
Like
Tried
slow
to...
motion then.
That is, yeah.
They're getting tired.
Oh, there's Jeff Clark with a lovely looking kick straight in the centre. There's only Tiger players there.
All Tigers there.
Oh, the ball bounced wrong for him though. Desperate stuff, Gary.
Yes,
They all
Scotty.
dive on.
Yes, the flying announcer had it all at the ball at his feet, but he couldn't do nothing with
Tim
it.
Scott. Ball bounced by young umpire Davis. The ball high. Comes down to Ian Reid. What's he done? Where's the ball coming forward? Good play by the Seagulls. That was Star Highland with some tough tactics.
Dales play well this
Yeah.
last quarter. There's it goes to Clark again. Move the ball out.
Gary Reeve handballs it out to Andrew Quillen. What's he going to do? Over the... Oh, good play by the Seagulls. This could be a goal. Oh, he's mucked it up right in the forward pocket.
Pressure.
Oh, dear.
Pressure. There's Dean Walker. Kick the ball off the ground out
Shane
towards the flank.
Richardson's out there.
Oh,
play.
get the ball in. Ball
Oh, Marcus
In the
Poposky.
back.
What's he done? Too high?
too high.
Marcus Poposky gets the kick on the forward flank on about the 45-metre line. He looks around. What's he going to do? Gary's going to have a shot.
He's going for the big kick.
Here's a tough angle. It's a good-looking kick off the boot. I think he's got it. Hey, oh, right through the middle.
That's a good
yes,
goal.
beautiful goal, Gary.
Punches the air. Punches the air.
Oh, it's brought the crowd to life, Gary. They're roaring down there on the grandstand.
Well, there's only really a kick in it.
They've come back, Gary. I thought that was gone. I think the Tigers missed a couple of important shots for goal when they had it down there, didn't they? What's the actual score, mate?
Well, it looks up to at the present time the Tigers are now looking at 8 goals 12-60 to 6 goals 19-49. It's more than that. It's 55. So there's only a couple of points in it.
Here's Bevan French with the ball.
That's when the big men get going. Here he throws it up again.
Oh, it's tough
Kicks it,
tactics
kick
down
the
there,
ball
right
in.
into the goal square. There's
It's
going to be
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee onto his left foot. What's he done?
Point.
Oh, missed it from the goal
He
square.
should have. He should have had his kick. Went back for his kick.
Jamie Butcher's rubbing it into him too. He's giving a bit of a clap. What's it? Peter Arnold's going to bring the ball back into play. What's he going to do? Surely he's not going to come down to this side, is he? They've been doing it all day, though.
That's where he's going. That's where he's coming. No, changed his mind in the last minute. Oh, went for a short one.
Out to Tim Quillen. Good play. He's played well, Gary.
Oh, he'll be the second best man on the ground all over.
He's a Seagull. Set
Oh,
themselves.
it's free kick.
Yeah,
Free
that's,
kick to circle ahead.
that's Anthony Ambrose. He's played well.
Yes, except for he had a fade out in the second quarter.
He
He
did.
played well. There
Plays
it
on to
is.
Tim Quillen. Good
again.
play. He
There
looks
goes
down
Quillen.
the ground. Oh, Andrew missed that. He's trying to get it. Dar Highland comes in all tough there.
Oh, yes. The roving radio announcer kicked that well out here to the side. There's this, our top boundary's about to throw the ball in. Now Bob throws the ball in high in the air.
Oh, good play by the Seagulls. Don Zilstra tried to get the ball. Anthony Kendall gets it up. He picks it up again. He's played well, this fella, the big fella.
The ball is about to be bounced now by David Cobbing as he comes in to bounce the ball. The guys are getting tired now. There's about 10 minutes to go, and as it is, young Puker got beat for the ruck that
Rod
time.
Marthick went up. Here's
Big
Jeff
Clark.
Clark. What's he done? Drives it up to the forward line. Over the back. Oh, what's the name? Gary Revel almost took that.
There.
Oh, he's Andrew
here's-
Quillen. He'll line it up from 30 metres out. What's he done? They get underneath it. Dar Highland
the
sees the
wind-
ball over the line.
Now the wind really tricked them that time as the ball went up high. They were spinning around looking for it. But now there's Bob Ferguson about to throw the ball in deep in that forward pocket.
This is danger for the Tigers here, Gary.
Yes, very much so. Young Puker's got to lift himself this last few
He's-
minutes. I know he's tired.
Bevan
He's got-
French with good
There
play.
he is.
That was excellent play.
Look at that for a kick.
Pee-wee can't get to it. Oh, Seagulls have played it well. Played in front of good play. The Tigers got the numbers. Oh, the ball, bad bounce. Seagulls are doing well, Gary.
Oh, they're playing they're looking like winners actually, because
Here's
they're playing like winners.
Shane Richardson tries to get the ball. The ball comes out to Jeff Clark. He gets it. What's happened?
Too
Free
high.
kick. So it's going to
Too
go to the
high.
Seagulls to
Seagulls.
Jeff Clark.
Jeff Clark.
Right in the centre of the ground. Gee, they're looking strong, Gary.
Yes, they're playing. They're
He's looking out this side for somebody, but only Dale Highland's underneath it and takes a nice mark.
good on you, Dale. It's good to see a bloke be down and really come back like he's done.
Yeah, the
He's
crowd's
really-
getting real desperate out this side here. They're roaring their heads off. Lovely
So-
torpedo.
40 minutes gone in the quarter. There's Clark trying to go in front.
Oh,
but
good play by
he's still
strong
going,
play,
knocks the
Glenn
ball.
Clark.
There's his brother, plays out again. Here's
Oh, they're outnumbered here. Dale Holland dropped the mark, picked up by what?
There he goes. Scott kicks the ball out. Paul Walker's got it there.
Good
And took the
mark.
ball out. They'll be looking for a big quarter from him now. Runs around the mark. Gets around onto his right foot. Bounces the ball. No, he hasn't. Keeps going. Long kick right down into the forward line.
Jamie Butcher comes out. What's he going to do?
Pee-wee's there.
Oh, they both fall over on the track. I hope they're all right, yeah. Jamie Butcher's down. Pee-wee's all right. I think he's okay.
He's still talking, so he's right. The balls get thrown in by Bob Ferguson again. Richard Evans gets the ball, turns around. He hits the ball out. There's the kick straight over the shoulder.
Ooh, that was a let-off.
Very much so.
The Tigers are trying to make some changes here. I noticed Bevan French come over to his box there to try and talk to some of the players.
So there's 5 points of difference into the 15-minute mark of the quarter.
Is that all the difference? It's 5 points.
5 points.
Gee, it's been a great grand final here in the North West Christian Football League for 1990. The Tigers are about to make some changes. Brian Cameron about to come onto the ground. I don't know who they're going to bring off. Oh, Tim Cullen comes in. He's done this well. Goes straight down the centre. Has one bounce.
He gets by himself so easy. And here he goes up. The ball flies in the air. Hits the ground. Players going everywhere. Some of the Burnie boys come out with the back. Hook the boy out to the half-forward flank.
Oh.
Young Parker takes a nice mark. Hand passes out.
This could be it.
But Bevan just hooks it straight through the centre.
Top goal.
That was a Parker. Young Parker set out for him.
The noise is definitely up here, Gary. I've got a job to hear myself talk.
Yeah, but Michael Parker set that up very well. He picked out Bevan very well, and Bevan just steadied, just looked up, saw where he was going, dropped it onto the right foot and straight through the centre.
Pee-wee's got off the ground. On comes Brian Cameron. The Tigers making changes. They've raced away to 11-point lead. Is it enough, Gary, though?
Yes, I think it's all over now. I think that's the goal that sealed it. I think the one who got that break, and that was a captain's goal.
Surprising, haven't they?
Yes, they've just showed a lot of courage.
Oh, great tap there by Rod Marthig. It's tough in there.
Ball has gone up and it didn't cover him much again. There's the ball comes down, hit the ground again. There's Glenn Clark again.
Yeah, he playing well.
Try to go too miny, trying to do too much by himself. But there's this guy. There's young Glenn again.
Oh,
the
that's good play.
Other brother. Clark picks the ball up, hooks the ball out towards the flank.
Dale underneath it.
Oh, both touched.
Dear, that was good play, Gary.
Good play. Very, very courageous. Very
the ball's
gutsy.
moving that fast up and down the ground, mate. It's been a top game.
Yes, there's nothing much in it. So the ball has been thrown up high again, and the thing that Gary Reeves in front. Ball hit the ground. Burnie boy gets it out. There's young Cornish, picks it up, hooks the ball around out again. There they go again. Parker's trying to get out in front to get the run of the ball. He's tried to take it with him. Hook kicked off the ground by Burnie again. There's ball gone over the top. There it goes.
That's a good pass out to the wing.
Oh,
nice
nice
mark by Andrew.
He was
caught.
He was gone.
Yes,
He
good
was
umpire
gone.
decision. He was off.
He was off.
Tigers bring it forward.
Tigers coming in. See, they're coming this time. There's no forwards, though. Richard is just too far behind. Now there's a tackle there.
Out to Anthony Ambrose. Gets the mark. Kicks it on. There's only Tiger players there. It's over their head, though. Here's the
There's Tigers everywhere. They can do this one. They're in trouble.
Anthony Kendall.
He tried.
Andrew Kendall, yeah. Gee, it's tough there. Bevan French picks it up. He's caught. Umpire says play on.
He put it to his boot.
Oh, dear, it's tough in there.
There it comes out again with a
Michael
Parker again.
What's he done? Oh, he's put it through.
That's nailed the coffin.
Yeah.
That's nailed the coffin.
I think that's nailed the coffin. I think the Tigers...
Commiserations, Victor.
Thanks, mate. I've enjoyed the game, though, mate. I think the only for the inaccurate kicking of the Seagulls, 6-20, Gary.
Yes, I know. That's
only for their kicking, they would have had this game sewn up.
So this goes 10-13. That's 13 points. There's only just three kicking shots more to the Seagulls. So it's still been a good game, hasn't it? It's even up a lot at in this quarter as far as the shots for goal are concerned.
What's the actual difference, mate? I can't.
It's just looking at the stage. It's 10-13 to 6 goals 20. So it's 73 to 56.
Here come the Seagulls forward again. They're not giving up.
Turn into it. Whoa, hasn't got the ball.
Good play by the Seagulls. The Tigers are trying to bottle it up there. Comes out. The Seagulls are in there battling the hard out. Out to Dale Hole, and the Tigers come. He's on the left foot. Onto the flank. In comes...
Whoa!
Keith Ferron.
Clark. Wasn't that clever by Clark?
Yeah.
He just spun right behind his back.
Keith Ferron tried to bottle it up, didn't he?
Yeah, Jeff did a very good job then. That was quite unique to see something like that. So the ball goes high again, even against this wind. Smithton moved in and trying to pick the ball up. Young Quillen picks it up. There's Clark again, diving in over the top of the ball. There's young Spinksy.
Paul
Walker knocked the ball out.
There's a lot of umpires on the side here. They all call him ball, Gary, ball. But the umpires letting the game flow, and they've done a very good job, really.
Yes, they've. I mean, there's a few things that they've picked. And I think we were there, shoes would have done exactly the same as them. That the ball's knocked off again by young Darren Puker, and
over to. Oh, here's a go. There's nobody back there. Oh,
nice mark
right in the goal square.
So young Cornish has kicked the ball right down towards the centre half forward again. Young Devon Puker knocked the ball down. Glenn Clark tried to kick it. Ball didn't hit the ground. It's moved on into the pack, and now the umpire's going to come and bounce the ball. So it's a ball up there. It's ran about true centre half forward by David Cobbing. The ball bounces, hits the ground. Down Puker and Dean Walker muck one another up. The ball hits the ground.
It's tough in there, Gary. Ball comes out.
Whoa.
There's a mark to Shane Richardson. Right on the wing. 21 minutes into the quarter, Gary. I think the Tigers might have their first premiership in the Christian Football League sewing up. There's Paul Walker, takes the mark, plays on, straight down the ground. Lovely torpedo kick, out to the wing. Nobody can mark the ball. Comes through. Oh, a couple of fellas hit. Jamie Butcher's down. Out on his feet. Ball picked up by Tigers. They look down there. Oh, great pass.
There's Richard Evans.
He
hasn't even moved. Out like a light. Hasn't even moved.
Yeah, that's Jamie Butcher. The Seagulls bring it out. Andrew Quillen tries it. He's got 2-1 to beat though. There's nobody helping him. Now the Tigers, this bloke swings onto his left foot.
There's another stretch has been called. He hasn't even budged, young
Jamie Butcher.
No, he hasn't even budged. Oh, his feet's moving now. I love to see that feet moving. The feet mover, mate. The tape will come next.
I'll tell you what, it's been tough. It's been a great grand final to commentate that, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, it's been great.
And our producer there and TV cameraman, he's been doing a great job. Even though he's frozen stiff, he's like an icicle.
Well, he should be. Well, he's from Hobart, so he should be able to
he should be used to this weather. I don't think he'll come back up the coast.
But there's one thing about it, though. At least we turn on nice weather outside. Might be a bit cool, but it's not weather outside. So the game now, they've stopped got people off the ground. The umpires are organising to get people clean off the ground.
Which is a good move.
Yes, they take complete control of it. So,
let's hope it is okay.
So we're very grateful. We got some of the top boys here from the St John's Ambulance actually here.
Yeah, the ambulance is right in front of us, and they're going to place him in the ambulance and take him off to hospital. The ball's thrown in by Price in the forward pocket for the Tigers.
There must have been.
Play goes on. Somebody screws it over his head for the Tigers, and there's almost a Saints mark, but it's rushed through for a point. He's been hurt too, Gary. So another person's been hurt. So there's a few injuries coming. I think they're getting a bit tired, mate.
That's one of the big things with it. You'll find that, particularly in this league where a lot of the fellas are not training hard enough, they are susceptible to injury. And this is one of the... if there's a criticism of the league, that the guys just don't train enough.
No.
And as you know yourself, when you start playing this sort of football and you're playing for 100 minutes of football and you don't train enough, you are susceptible to injuries, particularly when you get tired. Then there's that Ambrose boy again. He's played so well for Smithton today. And the ball comes out here to the half-back line. Step side again by Glenn Clark. Dropped the ball, knocked it in front of him. And he was holding him. He didn't have the ball. And Glenn Clark now is to receive the free kick. Out there right on the
right in front of us, Gary.
Yeah, it's right in front of us, actually.
Right actually in front of us on the wing. So this is another chance for the Saints to try and get a quick goal. They need a quick one, wouldn't they, to try and get back into this game?
Oh, yes.
They look for a pass. Out to Anthony Ambrose, who takes them up. Plays on. I don't know whether that was Jeff Clark. Going to have to get it again, pick it up onto his right foot.
And here
Paul Walker's there, but he misses the mark. Plays on, they got it though. Strong play, Paul Walker.
Big one out on the side. And here's David Parker again. Oh, missed it. Straight through his arms like Mercury. Lost her.
Gene Brooks, is it? Gene Brooks tried to get the ball there, but comes back. Here's Craig Pinner. He's played very well, I thought, on the half-back.
Particularly after half-time.
Yes. Here he is out to Gary Reed. Marks. Tugs it into his chest. Oh, the big fella goes for a handball. Not good play. Should have kicked it, Gary.
Yeah,
got distance. The Saints bring it forward out to Tim Quillen. Runs into trouble. Handballs it forward. The Saints coming forward right in the last. Oh, he's caught. The umpire says what? Holding the ball. No.
He's got a kick. Got a kick, mate. Got a kick.
How far out, Gary?
Well, he's within 30 metres, and he kicks the ball. It goes up high. Goes out on the flank.
Good mark,
another
Anthony
mark.
Ambrose. No, it's not. It's
Number
Nigel
18,
Brown.
Number 18, Nigel Brown.
Tough angle though, Gary. Did they need it desperate to get into this game?
Yes, he's kicking on the wrong foot for that score there.
He doesn't know what to do, Gary. He's looking around whether he should pass it out to... Yeah, he's gone out to the better position to Leighton Pope.
Yeah, well, Leighton hasn't had a big day, has he?
No, I don't know much about him, but
I've seen him play some tremendous
good
games.
kick.
He's a good boot. Yeah, he'll
No,
make the distance. But he's kicked her right off.
He's out of bounds on the full. They find it tough into that wing. Dara Holland's got the ball, comes out to the flank. Looking for the boundary line, close to the boundary line. Oh, they missed it. Play on, says the umpire. Rodney Cornish kicks it off the ground. Oh,
Took his eyes off her.
yeah, Anthony Ambrose trying to get it out. Saints getting
I
it
suppose
forward
I'm looking
through
for
Rod
something
Marthy.
like the size of Anthony coming on me.
And Bevan French, that was clever play, Bevan French. Bevan French comes forward, torpedo kick.
Oh, big kick down the ground, down to centre half forward. Richard Evans again.
It's Dud Bowden. What's Dud done? Dud's rushed it through for a point. That must be 3 goals to difference, mate.
Yes, it's 3 goals of difference.
Oh, I think it's all over, mate. There's only about a minute to go. 29 minutes into the quarter.
24-15 now. 24-15. There is it. All over. 10-15, 75 to 6-10. So there's only one scoring shot more.
Only one scoring shot more.
Yep.
Well, Gary, that was a great final, wasn't it? Well worth coming to see.
Bit of excitement. Bit of excitement.
No, it was a good 3 goals the difference in the end. And like you say, I think only for the Saints kicking, that's all that let them down. They'd actually one more scoring shot, is that right?
Yeah, one more scoring
And
shot.
got beat by 3 goals.
Yeah, so... but I think the where they blew it was in the third quarter. They just didn't score. And the Tigers outscored them in the third quarter.
Let's take a hat off, Gary, too, to the umpires.
Oh, they did a great job.
And David Cobby, they've done a fantastic job. Let the game flow, didn't they?
Oh, they let the game flow, and I thought they did a good job. And also, I think the 2 boundaries did a great job too.
Yeah, Greg Bryce and what's the other?
Bob Ferguson.
Yeah, Bob Ferguson. They did.
Then Brian Hall and Kevin Polden as the goalies. They did a good job.
Yeah. No.
So it's been a good day, and I think as the fellas have finished the day, they've.
Tigers a happy camp down there, mate. But like you say, I think all goes well for this Christian League, especially with the introduction of the idea of recording this on video and Andrew coming from Hobart to do it. I think he's done a fantastic job.
Well, I don't know. Channel 9 and Channel 6 have sort of made a bit of a stuff up by not having him on the staff because he's made done a great job today, and even under such trying circumstances, being extremely cold. It's not the ground and out on the ground is not cold. It's just up where we are. Yeah. But then again, it was Andrew's choice. He put us here. So anyway, it's really been a big day, and I think we've got a lot to be very grateful for that the league has come through such a good year. It's a bit disappointing. A couple of guys have been hurt.
Yeah, they just report on Jamie Butcher is that he has suspected spinal injuries. It's not good, Gary. So they've rushed him off to hospital in the ambulance. But just looking back on the game, I think the difference, and I think you mentioned it earlier, was the telling factor of, say, the more experienced players like Bevan French and Paul Walker when they were needed. They took some telling marks and created a lot of play, especially Bevan did with his handball and long kicking.
Well, a couple of goals, particularly that one goal in that last quarter, he came out that he really showed it up, and I thought he was really great. But I think over and all, I think Darren Puker was my pick for the best man on the ground for 4 quarters. Yep. He faded a little in the last quarter, but I think the other telling factor was Bevan picked his work rate up in the last half. The other fellow who played very well is a man down there, number 10, who's got it back to us now. Young
Glenn Clark?
Not Glenn, the other one.
Jeff Clark, number 1.
No, Glenn, I got the wrong one. Glenn, number 10. And I thought Glenn played a great game all day. The other guy who I thought played a tremendous game was Anthony Ambrose. So it was really a top game. I think very worthy of a final. I've watched all the finals over the years now, and since the association started, and this has been the most intense, and I think the best final.
Right, yeah, well, I'll have to go along with you, Gary, and agree that I thought for the commentators' 3 votes, we couldn't go past number 26, and that was Darren Puker for the Auckland Tigers. Like you say, he ran all day, he rucked all day, and he was a tower of strength within the packs. And I thought his marking and kicking, just an all-over performance was excellent, really. So I'd have to agree with you and give him 3. 3 votes. With me is the captain of the losing Saints side, Shane Richardson. Shane, a tough game?
Yeah, it was very tough. They're a physical side, the Brooklyn Tigers, and they brought it right up to us, and we had to handle it and just didn't quite. Yeah.
No, one of the things that from the press box was the inaccurate kicking. Did you feel that was really one of the major factors in your losing score?
You know, when you look at the end result, yeah, it was. I've got myself to blame as well, so I know what I'm talking about there. But yeah, we had set shots and missed them, and didn't capitalise on the win neither too.
No, I noticed even when you was kicking out, and I think the Tigers done exactly the same, you tend to kick out to this, what I would have called the scoring flank. Was there any talk about that prior to the game?
No, that's probably the problem. Yeah, there was no real talk about the wind did change a bit and mucked us up there.
Yeah, I noticed, like I say, both sides actually done that. They come out to the what I would have called the scoring flanks. But overall, like you say, this is the second loss in a row.
Yeah, second grand final. Well, we're gaining experience from it, so we've got to watch out for a couple of years' time.
Well, one of the things I noticed with that you have got, like you say, you've got the best and fairest on your side in Tim and other players around. I thought some of the players that were inspirational today was your ruckman in the big fella, number 21.
Anthony Kendall, yes, he's for his first year really playing football, he's done a good job, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent, and also, like I say, I thought you fell down a little bit up forward. Do you think that was just, like you say, inaccurate kicking?
It was inaccurate. We've changed things around a little bit, and that didn't help. But our forward line's never really been our strongest point. We've been a good, solid defending side, and our backside is the best. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that seemed to stand out. That your back line was actually very, very good. I thought you actually, like I say, played a tough game on the Tigers. They really felt it, and they were just a bit fortunate with a couple of their experienced players like Bevan and say Paul Walker.
Yeah, that's right. You see, they scouted the packs, and we've tried drilling it into our own fellas, but we couldn't get enough fellas around the packs, and they was all going in there, and the ball was going over the backs, and that's where the Tigers were.
Right. With me is both the captain and coach of the Brooklyn Tigers. Congratulations, firstly to you. I'll go to the coach Wayne on a great win.
Thanks very much, Victor.
And to you, Bevan, also a great victory. And I know you've been feeling the sore spots.
Certainly am, Victor. Yeah, it was a pretty hard game, and the wind sort of played a factor in the reason for being a hard game, physical game.
Yeah, I'll just firstly go back over to you, Wayne, because I just talking to Shane from the Saints, and was there any talk much about the kicking out from goals? They tended to kick out onto what I would have thought the scoring flank.
Well, we did talk about it, certainly, and I said to the guys before we went out that just to check, because it was hard to determine where the wind was actually coming from. And when we got out on the ground and having photos taken, I talked to a few of the guys, and we decided that this was the flank to kick out to, and that was the reason we did. Unfortunately, I think the wind was a bit fluky, and so it was hard to really know which was the dead side and which was the side that was an attacking side.
Yeah, well, even during the game, Wayne, I noticed that there was no real wind advantage to the Cape, and you actually scored goals coming up to this western end.
Yeah, I think so, that the northern end was certainly the goal kicking end because you could kick the ball long as you were in the wind stream. And taking over to the eastern side of the ground was the advantageous side, I thought.
Yeah, just from the coach's point of view, were you impressed with some of the performances of some of the guys on the day?
I think that the Christian League has a lot of skillful players in the league now. It's built up over the years, I've noticed, since I first was associated with it 4 years ago. And there are a lot of skillful guys now, and that's making the teams with much more depth as far as skill level is concerned, yes.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree, Wayne. But anyway, congratulations to you on getting the Tigers up to victory. I'm sure you have some celebrations to do tonight. But I'll go back now to Bevan. Bevan, I was impressed with, say, your leadership, and also with the older guys like Paul Walker to bring the younger guys in, and especially in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, you really were instrumental in getting, say, a couple of important goals through some good team play.
Yes, I think the second half we really picked up our game a little bit. I think we realised we really had a game on our hands. The Seagulls really surprised me how vigorously they played, I thought, and I think the second half was really up for grabs. But especially I think 5 minutes in the last quarter, I really sensed that the game was turning in their favour. Yeah. And I think it's just a couple of key little bits of play, and I think, as you said, Paul Walker, just an old head, he started moving to the back line and just gave an extra option down there in defence. Do you think so, Wayne? I thought Paul really added a bit in that back line.
He showed his initiative and experience in doing that, yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, just that was probably just a telling factor, just a few experienced heads. But I was impressed in the vigour, like you say, and also the way you moved the ball. You moved the ball, especially around this wing, with a lot of fast play and handball, didn't you?
Yeah, the Seagulls liked the closed-up game. They like running in numbers, whereas Tigers, I believe, they're a better team when the ball gets out wider and then move it into the centre, into the windstream, as Wayne said. But as far as today goes, I think it suited Seagulls in some ways because they actually allowed the game to be clogged up and then moved in packs. Guys like Leighton Polk and Quillen boys, they really enjoy that type of game, the rugged type game. Glenn Clark, yeah. So I think they played that well. They used the wind better than us today.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'll just go back to you, Wayne. One thing that just came to mind was the tagging roles you put on Tim and Andrew Quillen. I thought you had Andrew Quillen out of the game for most of the game.
Yes, I thought Brian Cameron did a great job on him. He said to me before the game he'd never had a real tagging role before, but he was determined to do his job. And I also thought he got a lot of kicks that would prove very valuable. He certainly kept Andrew quiet though today. I thought Andrew was well held.
Yeah, I do too. But anyway, look, I won't prolong it. It's quite cold out here in the breeze. But what I would like you to do before you rush off is firstly just show the cup to the camera. And I'd just like to congratulate both of you. I think it's great. I know Boat Harbour Blues have had 3 premierships, but maybe this is a winning streak for you guys. All the very best.
It's a great feeling, Victor.
Well done.
Thanks, Vic.
Well done. Thanks very much.